Hi. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing good. Carhartt, I can't. You guys just need any excuse you can to comment on something. You got to find something. And another thing in the background changed, so it's got to be my hat. It's comfy, man. It's a nice beanie. My kid and I got some together. Take the beanie off. It's cold, dude. I have a sore. Do you see it? It's bugging me so bad. There's like a sore. It's like above my eye. It's like right there under my. Maybe an ingrown hair or something. It hurts so bad. Thanks, Golden Boy. Thanks, E. Compton. It's time to cringe. Can't wait. Tonight's selection chosen by E. Compton and Keen, or one or the other. I don't know. I love Carhartt. They're so warm. They're so nice. Honestly, it's just cold as hell outside today. It is so cold. It's so annoying. Did the groundhog see a shadow or not? I thought it was getting warmer, man. I thought it was, like, nice. I hate the cold, dude. Stupid, man. So what do you guys want to talk about, huh? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are all doing good. Did you guys know that there's a Sonic racing game beta? I didn't know about that. I missed it. And I'm, like, upset about it. It's this weekend. There's a beta, and it's closed now. I still applied. I don't think I'll get it, but I'm trying to get in because I want to play it. It looks like a good game. Thanks for signing up for a chance to participate in the closed network test, pending availability of codes. It's this Friday to Sunday. If you are selected, Sega will email a code to your inbox on February 20th. Ooh, I hope so. I want to play it. Here we go! Oh.
I rate this cat link.
Oh, yeah, I also had to do the KOF beta. I meant to DM a guy back. He was like, hey, do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, but I forgot to respond. Ugh. Sorry, I'm responding now. Oops. Okay, responded. Sorry, I'm behind on everything lately. Oh, my ass is late. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are all doing good. On his typewriter over here. Dude, I be typing fast. That's why I like the blue switch, dude. It feels so good when you just... Right? It's amazing. You should make this your webcam for the VTuber Rivals tournament. The Game Boy camera? I would have to, like, buy one.
Into the ultimate retro webcam for live streaming. I saw a TikTok where a camera show up as a webcam video conferencing app.
Dude. Dude. It's clearly just me, but, like, in 1994. Hey, guys!
Game Boy camera's borders.
Raging in black and white. I gotta come up with something. I haven't really thought about it. We have the scrims tomorrow, and I do not have a VTuber model ready. I gotta do something. You can also use a ROM. Wait, really? Wait, can you plug in your cam source to the ROM? No way that works.
Live stream or make your coworker.
Yesterday's VOD was ruined. Yeah, sorry about that. I messed up the things. Basically, the different tracks, I tried to fix them for the Street Fighter streams that we did for Spotify, and all of the, like, I just made it so it didn't get any audio yesterday. But I don't think you really missed a whole lot. Yesterday's stream wasn't great, and then also there was like no sound things. I was just reacting to TikToks. Yesterday was a filler episode. It's fine. You did miss baseball. You did miss baseball. Sorry about that. You should be here. My bad. Thanks, Rogue Rhythm. Can you fix that? Nope. I mean, yes, but not on Twitch. It'll be fixed on the VOD channel whenever that goes up. I don't know what it will. All good. It was a bit of filler. I just wanted to talk about Smash. And sometimes when you talk about Smash, it's fun. And sometimes it doesn't quite work out the way you want. And that's okay. We learn by doing. True? We're getting that VOD in the summer, probably. It might be a little while. That's how it is. Hold on. Somebody told me to rate a cat. I thought it was good. Thank you. I mean, we had good viewership. It's just an excuse to talk about Smash Brothers, which I like doing. Just was a little dry, I think. But, you know, that happens sometimes.
Couple wet wipes.
Yeah?
Case a bum try to touch me. Ew. I'm the terminal.
I kind of like it. That's kind of it's just gray cuh. It's the same thing.
Wet wipes. Case a bum try to touch me.
Just hitting the hand up like that. Why does he look like that?
Ew.
Why do cats hate it when you touch their paws, man? They hate that shit. They think you're gonna like take it. I guess cats are different. I had a ragdoll cat. She was like a tortoiseshell, and she just you would do anything, and she would just like fall. She just didn't care. She would pretend to be dead, like a possum. It was funny. Imagine if a big beast came up and grabbed your hand. Imagine if that big beast also fed and sheltered me and took care of me. I think I would trust it, man. I think I'd be okay. It's kind of cute. It's just gray cuh. He can never be orange cuh. Coney, how do you like to eat your gumbo? I've never had gumbo. Isn't that just you throw everything into a pot? It's like a soup. Never been to Louisiana. How do you like your eggs? Depends. Scrambled is the easiest, but it's also like scrambled is very high floor, but a high ceiling. You can keep going. Usually, it depends on my vibe. I'll do over easy all the way to over hard. I'll do anything. I just like eggs, bro. I love eggs. It's like one of my favorite foods. I want that shit not for $10 a carton, though. Played some more Marvel Rivals. We're almost at Diamond 2. I think we got out of Loser's Queue. Finally, I think we escaped. I think we made our way out. Thank God. It was bad, man. Dude, it was a regular thing. I started after every match. I would look people up. I'd be like, okay, who are these fucking people on my team? And it was like 40% win rate, 45% win rate, 46% win rate, 52, and then I'm 52. And I'm like... and not to say that 52 is good. Listen, 52% win rate, I mean, it's good, like, numbers-wise, but that's embarrassing to me, right? I don't want 52. I want 60, right? You reached Grandmaster already? No, I'm only in Diamond 3, but I'm almost Diamond 2. I've been in hell. I'm in Loser's Queue. Although I am playing solo, which you're not supposed to do. But I can't help it. I just fucking... I have the heart of a warrior, man. I want to go in and die gloriously. Solo is rough, yeah. The issue that it's again, I'm having this problem where like I'm getting support ults, but I can't do anything with it. However, that's just the Star-Lord problem. If I just played Storm, they die. You get less elo queuing with other people. Really? Oh. Huh. Because I'm getting like 25 to 30, and I'm losing like 18 to 20. So it always goes up, right? Coney, this is not a joke. How do I sub with Amazon Prime? Do I have to wait for my gifty to run out? I don't know if you do. You might have to, which is bullshit. But actually, you do subscribe with Amazon Prime by going below the stream and hitting the button that says subscribe for free. There's a little checkbox. Go ahead and do that. Okay? That's all you got to do. But I do think you have to, because the Prime has to update once a month, so Yeah, Prime also doesn't auto-renew, so if you guys might have a Prime and not even know it, check it out. Go look. Please. How do gifted work? Somebody gives you a sub. Somebody is very nice and kind. And sometimes it's me. What happened to the Game Awards VOD? I don't know, man. Should be up there. Maybe I doxed myself. I can't remember. Let's bandle. 1970 with flute? Jethro Tull? What has a flute in it? Is it fucking Yankee Doodle Dandy? What is this? I legitimately can't think of, like, anything with a flute in it. Da-da, da-da-da. I thought this was like a 2019 song. This is... Oh my god, wait. No, I don't know. Is it British? It better not be British. Balloons music. Oh! You're breaking my heart. Is that it? You're breaking my heart. I don't know what it's called, man. I'm looking at chat. What's it called? What's the name? I'm looking it up. Cecilia? Oh my god. Simon and Garfunkel? Okay. Celia. What's the hint for this? It said Celia. Which is not... I thought this was a different song. Is that it's not the same one? What do you consider an A- lister? Jude Law. Maybe Adrian Brody. Like, good actors, but, like, they're not, like, you know, Pedro Pascal right now. They've had their time. What's an A- actor? There's a lot. It's like they're good. They're great actors, but they're just not, like, top of the whatever. Not like a Ryan Reynolds or whatever. Colin Farrell? I would call him A. I'd put him even higher, but... Will Ferrell nowadays? No, come on. He pulls. Will Ferrell just, you gotta have the right vehicle. Val Kilmer. Does he still do stuff? Character actress Margot Martindale. Ah, somebody's been watching The Horse Show. I see. Pedro Pascal was B-list until Game of Thrones. Pedro Pascal didn't exist until Game of Thrones. He wasn't B-list. Dude, he wasn't on the planet. He spawned in 40 years old into Game of Thrones, and now he's having the run of his life. Nobody knew who that was. Name a Will Ferrell movie from the past decade. He was Elf. He was Buddy the Elf in that NBA game. I think Sherlock Holmes was 10 years recently. He was in that the Daddy's Home 2, I think, with Mark Wahlberg or whatever. Barbie. Lego Movie. There we go. What a filmography. Is this not the same song, dude? What you're breaking my heart. Is this the same one? Like late in your life and you're like, wait, how do I not know this? Hold on. and like you feel like you should have known it before, but like somehow it just never hit your ears. Are great, but they're too weird for me anyway. Like I love them, and obviously, like Once in a Lifetime is one of the best songs ever made. But I tried to listen to Talking Heads because I'm like, all right, I fuck with this, and then I listened to it. I was like, this is a little bit too out there. This is some weird, fucked up shit that doesn't get play on. They're pretty good. Have you heard the Paramore cover of "Burning Down the House"? No, I don't like that song. Have you heard of "The Floor" starring Rob Lowe? If not, check it out on Fox. Shall we? Thanks, Rob Lowe. Dude, he be hosting game shows. He's had like a couple. Did you guys ever see that game show he hosted? This was on Hulu for a little bit. Rob Lowe game show contraption. I don't know what it was called, but there is like a bit Mental Samurai. The first thing that comes up. It's a show called Mental Samurai, and you get in the contraption, and they like throw you all around and ask you questions. It's like a motion sim. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, the questions are so easy, but they're so disoriented because you're in this astronaut training device. It's insane. Hold on. Mental Samurai game show. Maybe I can find it on YouTube. Here we go.
Arrange these musical instruments in alphabetical order.
Like, what is this?
Banjo, we have a tambourine. So we're going to go banjo, piano, tambourine, lock it in.
Engage.
Correct.
Awesome. Yeah, one down.
Whoa! Whoa! That's all it is. It's extremely simple questions, so people at home could be like, I know that one, and then they just throw you around. Subscribe to Twitch Prime for Tier 1 or you're going to miss Mental Samurai.
Memory, let's do it. Here we go.
Study this image carefully.
Blue, 6.
It's a very funny show, and he's the host. One of these will hit. Anyway, sorry. W authors. Close-up P images. Can you name the objects to start with P given a close-up? Probably, man. Oh, this is... We got a gimme. Piano, pine cone, pig. Porcupine. Popcorn, panther, parrot, pumpkin. Pencil. Do we have a puh? Pickle. Penny. Penguin. I thought it was a whale. Penguin. Pretzel. What the shit is that called? Platypus. Paint. Padlock. Puzzle. Pizza. Piñata. What is that? Oh, a peach. Phew! that was close. It's a pit. It's a peat. It's a pit of a peach. I don't see the pit. I just buy the slice ones. My kid loves them. Sorry, everybody. 100% no stimmy tonight. We got a gimme. It's crazy to me that people log on to Sporkle to do quizzes like these. Like, oh boy, close-up Q images. Find the U.S. states. No, hold on. Shit. Oh, this is annoying. I got this one. Yeah. Barely. I think that's like here. Dude, I got Idaho in it mixed up. How do I even click that? It's so small. It's like here? Oh my god. That was Ohio. That one I know. Dude, I clicked there! Yes. I got it wrong again. This is so hard, man. Okay. Washington, Montana, north, south. Fuck me. This is hard. That's a hard one, man. That thing's really hard, dude. I can't believe this song was in the 1970. Are they that old? I didn't know Simon and Garfunkel were like that. Geography is like Sporkle's alt on Coney. Yeah, dude. Again, I never took it. It was never in my classes, man. I never had to do it. If you could see the outlines, it'd be easier. Yeah, it's kind of the point. All right. Oh, before we get started, hold on. There is a hold on. There's a new Twitch thing. Apparently, they are eliminating. There's a 100-hour storage limit for highlights and uploads. I don't think this matters. I don't think I have 100 hours of highlights or uploads. Like, yes, it does. Well, not to me. I mean, to me, this does not. Less than 0.5% of active streamers are over the 100 hours. Like, this is, again, and I don't want to be an asshole. I see everybody freaking out about this, and I'm like, dude, I feel like Twitch, like, they can't just be a free storage platform for, like, thousands of people for garbage content that doesn't get any views, right? Like, does it matter? What's affected? It's stream if you have over 100 hours of highlights and uploads. That shit costs money, man. Like, I'm getting annoyed that people seem to take any opportunity they can to flame Twitch, because there's a lot of reasons to flame Twitch, but I feel like this isn't one of them, right? I don't know. Coney, all of your old VODs are highlights. Well, we have a channel for that. We have YouTube for that. I don't know what you mean by old VODs. No, they're not. Wait, no, past broadcasts are not the same, stupid. Past broadcasts are not highlights or uploads. Upload means you put it on the thing, you know? Twitch already loses money. But it shouldn't lose more money. Well, I don't think they should be responsible for that. I think there are other reasons to be mad at Twitch, man. I don't know. I would like them to find ways to not lose $1 billion. You know, speedrunners apparently bring up a good point, which is like, okay, well, you're losing a lot of runs, but like, I don't know, apparently Northern Line took 17 hours to finish a trick shot simulator thing. One level in trick shot sim. And it's like, does all of that need to be archived forever? Does that need to be highlights and uploads forever? Because we could just put that in the past broadcast for 90 days. That's probably enough. He finished it? Oh, I didn't mean to spoil. My bad. Speedrunners can back up their stuff to YouTube? Yeah, I don't know. I think 100 hours is plenty, but whatever. What do I even have? Do I even have? Hold on. Do I even have? What are my highlights and uploads? Highlights. Mario Party 14, 31. So that's 50. 45, but the rest is like, we could delete a lot of these. We don't need this shit. We have the VOD channel. We could get rid of all this. What the fuck? We could kill this, man. It's fine. We're on the VOD channel. Who cares? Party of One isn't on the VOD channel. Yeah, we'll have to like download this and put it up there at some point. The VODs are gone from Party of One, by the way. Vince fucked it up. We don't have those VODs. They're gone forever. At least most of it. Not all of it. Lost media, yeah. VODs only last like 6 months. I think it's 90 days, unless I'm making that up. It's like 3 months. So, something like that. Yeah, but what if you don't have a VOD channel and you have 3,000 hours of stream highlights? You're mad as hell. Hey, you get until April. Good luck. You better pay somebody to get in there. Get somebody on that shit. Got to hire some outside help, man. Sorry. I think it's crazy for Twitch to intentionally drive people to their competitors when they're trying to take money. I think it's crazy for Twitch to have a resource that doesn't affect their, like, they're not driving to their competitors. They are a live streaming platform. I don't think they're an archival and VOD platform, like, in perpetuity, forever and ever. Like, I think it's one thing to, like, keep highlights for, like, recency, but I don't think they should be this, like, historical record, and if they are, I think 100 hours is fine. If we're being so real, absolutely nobody is going to move to YouTube because of this. It's not a big deal. I just saw it, and I was like, oh, this is a thing that I saw people upset about, but it's like, I don't know, it just feels so, like... I'm mad at Twitch, but I'm mad at Twitch for real stuff. I don't know. Okay, let's do it. My stuff's important. I'm telling you, bro, the best thing that they could do, just making sure this goes up, the best thing that they could do, never mind, I'm not going to get into this again. This is a whole other conversation. Okay, what's 17 and why did your chat auto-recommend it? Chat, show them what 7TV is. Show them the 7TV. Oh, that guy's mad. You need it for the pictures. If you don't do it, you don't get the funny pictures. You get no pictures. You just get words in the chat. Ew! Yuck! You need it, man. Bow. You know what I've been playing? Oh, dude. I meant to tell you about this. My kid had her first gamer rage moment today. Not a joke. She had her... Oh, my God. Dude, hold on. Dude. So she played Mario Kart, and she actually... The first two races, because she's still understanding like how to play and whatever, she got 12th and 12th, right? So that happened. But then she got 5th on one of the races. And she doesn't know the standings or whatever. She doesn't care about the numbers. Peach was crying and she was like, she's sad. I said, oh no, she's happy. Those are happy tears, right? But then she wanted to play a different game. She said she wanted to play Princess Peach Showtime because I still have the demo on my Switch from when we played it. And I haven't bought the full game because she struggles with Coney lies to everyone. It's very important that you lie to your 5-year-old, actually. They're not supposed to know the truth about nearly anything. That's part of being a parent. You're supposed to lie. So she's playing Princess Peach Showtime, which is a great game for, like, under 6 years old. However, again, she's having trouble jumping and holding the stick at the same time, so she'll do one or the other. So she got into a spot like this. It wasn't this exactly. I don't know exactly, but it was just like this, where she jumped up on a platform, but she couldn't do it again. And she was jumping, but she wasn't jumping and holding right at the same time. And I kept telling her, like, sweetie, you got to hold the stick. You got to hold the direction. Watch my hand. You got to hold the direction and jump. And she kept saying, you do it. And I'm like, no, sweetie, if you're going to play this, you have to do it. Right? And I kept trying to teach her because this had been going on for, like, a few days now. She keeps playing. She's like, you do it, sweetie. You got to hold it and jump. She got so mad. She's like stomping on the floor, screaming, hyperventilating, just tantrum, right? She's going in like absurd. So I'm like, all right, let's go to your room for some quiet time. So we went to her room and we read a book. But this was like a 30-minute ordeal. And I was like, if you're getting mad at the game, you can't play anymore. You're supposed to be happy when you play games. By the way, Daddy does not... do as I say, not as I do, right? Like, I'm doom queuing. She's doom queuing in Princess Peach Showtime. Like, she's trying to get that jump. I get it, right? I've been doom queuing in Marvel Rivals. I used to miss my job at my health insurance job because I would stay up all night trying to get a win on Mig Caitlyn. Like, that's my second Peach jump to me, right? Me forcing that. I would have to call out. I get it. But I had to keep telling her, like, if it's making you mad, you got to stop. And she's losing it, man. Like, legitimately, like, red in the face, screaming till she has a hoarse voice. It was bad, dude. So, you know, I don't know if she's going to keep up with the gaming stuff. But we'll see. She's starting to get more and more into video games, which kind of worries me. Because again, I played a lot of video games growing up, but like I didn't. I did a lot of other stuff too, right? And she does stuff. She's in gymnastics. She does sports and stuff. But like I want her to be a well-rounded person. And now she likes video games a lot, and I don't want her to like, you know what I'm saying? Fall into the just that's the only thing she wants to do. Luckily, I don't think it is, because she doesn't like care about iPads or anything. She's not an iPad kid. It's not one of those things where she needs the iPad to be happy. She doesn't care about that. She loves puzzles, which is great. So, but anyway, I just thought you guys would want to know about the first gamer rage moment, because I can't wait to tell her when she gets older. And she asked me, what does Daddy do? I had to play Daddy plays video games for a living, kind of. Not really, but you know. What to figure out that conversation. Vaguely? Yeah. He certainly doesn't beat them. Star Fox has been defeated. I beat Andros and saved the Lilat system. Stupid. Alright. Let's get it. I gotta find the song. I think it's in my watch later. I had to reset everything up because of the new computer. That's why I was a little late today. And then I talked for 30 minutes. My bad, guys. I just like talking to you guys. She's gonna want to be a streamer. I know, dude. I'm genuinely a little worried about that. Cause like this is the dream job. I hit the fucking jackpot. I got extremely lucky. Thank you all, by the way. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. But I got so lucky, right? And it's like, what do I tell her? Like, yeah, you can't. You could try. I don't know what the. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I say there? It's hard. Use nepotism to your advantage? No. What would I even do there, man? Nepotism doesn't work. Have you seen some of these other streamers that are like friends with the big streamers? It doesn't work, man. You know how many like big streamer things I've been on that have not moved the needle at all? It doesn't fucking change things. You gotta be like, you gotta spec into the leech tree, man. You gotta be really good at that. I did get a 1 mil view video though. But how many viewers did that translate to, huh? I'm telling you, man. Nepotism doesn't work. Don't fuck with you. At least 3, we'll see. It actually did give a little boost for a little while. But then I watched a Smash tournament and scared them all away. You can literally see how many subs that vid got. I don't care about YouTube. I'm talking about Twitch, man. You want the drones that just show up to shit on XQC in the chat? No, dude. That video was... That's just a hate brigade in there. I wasn't even trying to do that, man. I wasn't trying to, like, start a fire or anything. The comments are a vat of acid. Yeah. Dude, what's so funny to me are the comments that are like, that's the most famous game. Then why haven't I heard of it? I've never heard of this. Okay, man. What do you... It's like a big game. It's a big deal. Oh, yeah? All right. I got my glasses. All right. Predicty. Is it a poop story? Is it a poop story, Predicty? I feel like we haven't had any poop stories for a long time, dude. Okay. Oh, I need to do this. This is my favorite part. Something so nice about holding the microphone. I love doing this. It's so cool. Can we know who picked tonight's stories before predicting? Good question. I don't know who did. Is this a Keemstar? Keemstar. Is this a Keen Frizzle original, or is it an E. Compton? It was both? Okay. I said the key, and it just auto-completed. My bad, Keen Frizzle, my bad. My brain auto-completed on that one. I heard a key, and my brain said, I know what he wants. Keemstar. Wait, that's kind of catchy. Wait. Coney's brain hit tab. I was trying to do I'm trying to multitask here, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. Come on. Fellas, welcome back to Cringe Confessional, the cringiest show on the internet. I wanted to twirl it, but there's a thing on it. I can't. The cringiest show on the internet. I set up an anonymous forum where people could send me their most embarrassing life stories. Cringe.coney.gg. And now I have them all here in my Twitch chat. I'm going to read some. These are the most embarrassing stories you've ever heard. You're going to cringe, or else. Or your money back. Let's do it now. But like and subscribe now, or... like and subscribe now. Let's get to cringing, shall we? I realized it was going on too long. C-. It just goes on too long. Editor, cut out the CTA. Just say like and subscribe now, and then cut to the shall we. I just talk too much, man. It just takes too long. I just want to add more value. I like adding value. That's all. I like giving my subs and people to... Why do I have this one hair? Do you see that? I hate that one. I feel like it grows faster than ever... Wait. This is how I know I'm getting old, dude. You see this? I don't think this used to be here. That's like old man skin. Do you see that? It's gonna get worse. Ugh. Thanks, Verbite. I hope I set this up. Goodbye. I hope I set this up right. You. Okay. Oh, God. Wait, I forgot about that. I really should do something about the rope that's just hanging back there. How good is your thwomp impression? Second one was better. One of my favorite videos on the Shorts channel is me just doing Mario enemy sounds. I love those. Those are the best. No, that's Yoshi. Oh, God, do you see that? Oh, dude. I got the front before I went live, and now you guys, I was playing with my dog. I thought you guys wouldn't notice. Oh, exposed. My bad. That's embarrassing. Dude, they are furry. They have so much fur. It's crazy. Get the lint roller. For my back, man? I thought nobody would see it. Okay. Let's get to it. Shall we? 30 stories tonight, picked from our good friends, E. Compton and Keen Frizzle. Friends of the stream. I want to do another Reddit review stream soon. I don't know what it would be. When was the last one? When did we do houses? We did houses, we do car crashes, and stupid foods. Our meth 3 years ago. Houses has been a while, has it? We'll see. All right, let's get to it.
I had a girl over just hanging out until eventually she said she had to go home to sort her socks. I offered to go with her to help her with it, since we were neighbors at the time.
Sort her socks? Is it just a lie? Is it the whole story?
She politely declined.
Yeah.
It wasn't until years later that I realized that was an insane thing to say, and that she was just looking for a way to leave.
Yeah, so this dawned upon you like a long time after, like years. You didn't catch it like the next day or the next week. You just, wait a minute. Who sorts their socks at 8 p.m.? She must have a lot of socks. Maybe you're into that.
I also recalled multiple other insane reasons she had to leave, such as needing to catch the full moon.
In parentheses, it says it was not even close to a full moon that day. Dude, this young lady wanted to get away from you desperately. What was going on? How were the vibes that rancid? Could you not read the room? How did you get alone with this person and she had to come up with these contrived, like, wash your hair things? What?
We were on good terms, and we hung out after. So I don't know why she felt the need to lie in such insane ways.
Well, did you hang out, like, alone, or was it, like, you know, were there people around? Right? Like, that's different.
We stopped hanging out after she moved,
Okay.
but we still see each other occasionally.
You should ask her what that was all about. Well, I guess, no, that'd be very weird. That'd be so weird. Don't do that. Don't. That would be... Hey, do you remember that time you said you had to go sort socks? Were you actually sorting socks? Was that real? Did you really do that? Or did you just want to get away from me? Why'd you want to get away? What did I do? Do you like me? Why were you trying to escape me years ago? I'm still thinking about that. Oh, yeah, that's hard. That's tough. I mean, like, I know the stories where you miss very obvious signs that somebody is into you, those are bad, but I think it's way worse when somebody's, like, trying to get away from you. Because you're not supposed to, like, see that. That's supposed to happen in the moment, and it goes right over your head, and you're like, oh, that's a weird interaction. Oh, well. You probably have some interactions like that you've never even known about, chat. Some people desperately wanted to escape your company, and you'll never know. Isn't that weird? It's sad. You should think about that before you sleep.
Greetings. I bring you a story of lazy...
I love a greetings-ass submission. I love that. And you shouldn't care. You should ruminate over it the rest of your life. You should care a whole lot. One of my favorite things, unironically, one of my favorite things I heard from somebody ever that changed the way I think about things, other people's opinions about you are not your business. Wow, that's good wisdom, right? You don't, that's their own thing. You don't need to know, right? Isn't that crazy? That's some pretty good wisdom. I still think about that. No, that's not true. Okay, well, your boss matters. If it's your boss, that's different. It depends, man.
Greetings. I bring you a story of laziness and how it led to my downfall.
Okay.
I was about 15, and I was up by my grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
This was in Arizona, so it was desert near their house. I brought my bike, and I decided to ride around the area for a while, 'cause why not?
'Cause it's hot.
Important information. My bike had those pedals that you hook your feet into, like with the straps over the pedals.
I like those, but they seem kind of dangerous, right? It's like a double-edged sword. You could get stuck.
Anyways, I'm biking, and I realize I need to go to the bathroom.
No way.
I then find a spot, and
All
I
right, he got
undid my
out.
pants
It was
and
a pee
started
story,
licking
and he
the
escaped.
lizard
All right, we're
as
good.
some would say.
We're fine.
Here's the catch. I was lazy and decided to leave my left foot in my pedal.
How'd you do that? Left foot. How did you not pee on your bike? How did you? One foot on the ground? Yeah, but like, I can't visualize it. How did you pivot? Yeah, exactly. You get what I'm trying to say here? Like, if your left leg is here, you can't like go off and if it's your left leg and you're on the right side of the road, then did you pull like I would think you would go your right leg, right? How do you not pee on the bike or you? Move the bike around. But you're okay.
So I had my left foot in the pedal,
Right.
still half sitting on the bike, and let in it loose.
Dude, do you not take a little break, man? You could hop off. Why did you do that? It's gonna splash.
So I had as I'm peeing into the dirt and creating mud.
By the way, in parentheses it says, which was cool to see. This guy's delighted by the way science works. Moisture plus soil. Wow, look at that. You ever pee on something and go like, whoa! It's like magic. The snow just disappears.
As I'm peeing into the dirt and creating mud, I notice my bike hand.
Yeah, on wood. Okay, I will say peeing on wood is kind of cool. Because it gets all. Never mind. If you haven't experienced it, you won't know unless you've tried it.
As I'm peeing into the dirt and creating mud,
Go
I
into the
notice
woods
my bike
sometime,
handles
okay?
turning to
Shut-ins.
the left. Before
Only
I fully
real ones
realize
know.
it, the bike wheel turns all the way and the bike falls over, with my left foot still in it.
Oh, dude.
I fall over too, still peeing mind you,
Yeah.
and manage to scrape myself up too.
Uh,
So there you in the mud, covered in piss and blood.
was it
I
that
slowly
bad?
get up, redo my
Blood?
pants, and take a walk of shame to my grandparents' house. I get to the house, and my grandma opens the door to find me covered in mud, blood, and smelling really bad.
Say you got beat
My
up.
grandma asks what happened, and
You
I
got beat
said
up.
I'll tell her later as I walk to the shower.
And that's it. Did you ever tell Grandma? That's pretty funny. At least nobody was around to see it. You were not on a very populated road. Grandma, she won't care, man. Grandma's had a long life. She's seen it all. That's fine. Does this count as a peace story? Yeah, I think so. But I mean, like, if only Grandma sees it, that's not embarrassing at all, right? Like, Grandma's not going to tell anybody. Who's she going to tell? Her bridge group? Cribbage? What do old ladies play? Old maid? Mahjong? That's not a bad story. That's fine. Did you guys know? Here's a little bit of homework for you. Everybody says it's so hard. Oh my God, thank you, 59 new. Yo! Thank you. Thanks for the gifties. Thank you. That means a lot. It's very sweet of you. Did you guys know it is not hard to stop yourself peeing? Everybody acts like once it starts, it's so hard to stop. Here's a little bit of homework for you. Try it. It's not hard. It's not great at first, but then it's like, yeah, it goes back in. It's not so bad. Yes, but you shouldn't. Well, I did it just to see if I could. I was like, oh, that's easy. It hurts a little for a second. You got to be strong, though. Just in case you ever have a situation where you need to stop peeing at a moment's notice. It's bad for your prostate. My prostate! TMI? What do you mean? I love that a nonsense. How long have you been following saying TMI? Are you new here? May 11th, 2024. Okay, never mind. You get a pass. I can't believe... Dude, Cringe Confessional nights are the grossest nights. You're in for a wild ride tonight, man.
When I was younger, I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Who
I
wasn't?
didn't have many chances to play with friends, but I loved collecting the cards and just looking at them.
Sure.
One day I get a card, Judge Man. I thought he was
Okay.
so cool looking, despite just being a generic
Judge
whatever of
man.
a card.
Okay.
I was at school, and I had a tendency to force myself to throw up to get out early. So much so that my teacher no longer accepted that as an excuse to let me go to the nurse.
That's a ballsy teacher, man. That's a really fucked up teacher thing to do. Like, to be the teacher and be like, you're faking it. Like, you have a stomach bug and they just call you on it. Also, that is quite a hard pivot. I think you probably could have led with the vomit thing, but okay. Judge man for reference. Oh, there he is. Very cool. How is he going to factor into this? How is... By the way, that was a perfect thing. I didn't even have to bring up the window. There's Judge man. How does he come back?
So much so that my teacher no longer... I really wanted to go home and look at my Judge Man card. I began to fake being lightheaded and dizzy. I even faked fainting.
Wait, you
My
wanted to
acting
look at
skills
it?
were perhaps a bit too much, as not only did they believe me, but they called an ambulance for me.
Dude, okay, so this chatter must be old. Like, they liked Yu-Gi-Oh! At a time, and they also didn't have a phone. Like, they couldn't just Google images like Judge Man and get your fix, right? Awesome. Okay.
I was rushed to the where they did several tests on me, while I continued to lie and fake some vague illness.
Uh-huh.
It was about the time they put me through MRI that I began to regret my decision.
An MRI?
Instead of leaving school early, I got home at 9 p.m. I no longer wanted to look at Judge Man when I got home.
Well, maybe just a peek.
To
Before
make things
bed.
worse, it wasn't even a real Judge Man
No
card.
way.
It was a bootleg I got from a corner store.
Well, I guess who cares if you're a child? That's not so bad. It's just a picture.
The real Judge Man costs about 38 cents.
Okay.
My little act costed my mom somewhere
Oh
about
my
$2,000.
All right, this kid keeps throwing up, and he always says his ass is dizzy. Let's go look at his brain. His brain, they get the scan back. It's just Judge Man in there, just like in a little cloud bubble, like a sim. His ass is thinking about Judge Man again. We got to get him off the Yu-Gi-Oh. Get him into sports. Dr. House episode. Yeah, this kid keeps throwing up, and he's dizzy and lightheaded all the time. Does he play Yu-Gi-Oh? You've done it again, Doctor.
When I was a kid, my parents kept a notebook of funny, stupid things I did.
Okay.
We still have the notebook. And
That's a fucked up thing to do to a child, by the way. That's I mean, funny is one thing, but stupid things is like, you shouldn't have a permanent record. However, I did just tell you guys about my kid's first gamer rage moment, which I guess will now live on forever in the annals of internet history. So, whoopsie daisy. You did this? Yeah, but that was like really funny, right? That was like different. That was a special occasion, right?
we still have the notebook, and this story from when I was 3 is the best entry.
Okay.
While waiting online at the Children's Museum, Jay decided to bite me on my leg.
I don't know who Jay
Well,
is.
she didn't break
Okay.
my skin. It did hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, I was very angry, since she should be way past this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her a stern talking to, and a timeout, all in the lobby of the museum. When the time...
Oh, I see. This is from your parents' perspective. Jay is the child. Jay is you. Got it. Okay.
When the timeout was over, she apologized and said, "Daddy, I won't bite you anymore."
Aw.
After that, every time she said she loved me, she would say, "I love you, Daddy, and I won't bite you anymore." She would say this several times a day, over and over for months.
Yeah, kids do that. Kids, they love a phrase. They love a funny phrase to use all the time. Kids are so cool, it's not cool anymore. Okay. I'm going through this now, right? My kid has picked up some words from me and occasionally people in my family, all right, where I don't think she's listening. The other day I was trying to open up a box and I was like, shit. And she heard me, all right? I didn't think she was listening, but she's picked up some swear words, and we've told her, don't say that. Don't say that. You don't say that. That's a grown-up word. You can't say that. And she learned. However, now she corrects us on everything. Like if I say shell, she'll say don't say that. She's been watching shows, and if they say stupid, don't say that. And it's just, dude, I said fun the other day, and she said don't say that. I'm like, that's not. What do I say? Because she's trying to do the right thing, but I have this little hall monitor following me around, right? That's telling me what I can and can't say all the time. I have a living censor at all times. Vocab police. Yeah, she's just, and I'm not even saying anything bad. I'm not saying anything. I'm being good. I stopped doing it. She hit that age where she's supposed, but now every time I do anything, she says, don't say that. Never say that. You're not supposed to say that. Yeah, kids love their phrases. They love having like a cycle of like 5 or 6 things to pull their string, and they say that. Break out the swear jar. I've been doing good. I've been doing very good. My family is a bunch of sailors, so it's been, I've had to teach them too, right? Because now, but we've worked it out.
When I was a freshman in high school, there was a day my English teacher wasn't at school. Needless to say, my friends and I went through his stuff, and we found a rust drive.
Okay, that's not needless to say. What are you talking about? What do you mean needless to say? Why did you immediately jump to that? Oh, yeah, we've all done that, right? Your teacher's not at school for one day, and we all steal his USB drive and find out what he's hiding, right? Anyone else? Who can relate? I've never known anybody that's ever done this. It's a weird behavior, but go on. What was on it? Now you have to say.
I took home the drive and then had a
Oh my
moment of
God.
brilliance. What if I uploaded porn to it and told everyone that it was on there?
You could ruin his life and career is what you could do.
The next day when I got to school, I told everyone that. When I plugged it into my
No
computer,
way.
there was Henty on it. My friends started to talk and joke about it really loud, and our chemistry teacher heard us and called us out into the hall.
Uh-huh.
We got sent to the office. and the truth came.
That the truth in parentheses that the kid lied, by the way. That's what the truth is.
We got sent to the office, and the truth came out, but only a few people heard about it. Everyone else still believed the lie.
Dude.
I was suspended 3 days, and when I got back, all the guys treated me like I was a hero, and all the girls were disgusted by me. My girlfriend was so mad, and she dumped me soon after, because of what happened.
I would too. You psychopath. That's a good thing. I hope you learned your lesson. That's not normal behavior. The fact that you submitted this and said, you know, like everybody does, that's kind of a red flag. I don't think you learned anything from this little excursion. You should get out of here, man. Don't leave your USB drive around this guy, man. I think it's awful that, like, more people didn't hear about the second half of the story, dude. That's scary. That's Crime Confessional, yeah. Jesus, dude. Yeah, that's not normal behavior, man. I can't wait for Crime Confessional. When we run out of cringe and we got to start doing, like, police reports. Oh, baby. Can't wait. Cactus and acid are not enough. I think that's... I don't think I would acid or cactus that guy. We need, like, a middle of the road. Mike! Hi, everybody. Normal raid. It's a normal raid. Nobody act different. Act casual. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Murder story becomes the new poop story. Oh, did this guy kill somebody? I bet he killed somebody. Another homicide. If you're coming in from Mike's chat, we're doing Cringe Confessional. I have an anonymous form where people can send their most embarrassing moments, and then we listen to it. It's pretty fun. Join us.
In 9th grade, I was good friends with a guy who developed a sudden romantic interest in me that I did not reciprocate. I rejected him twice, but I did genuinely enjoy his friendship, and he was also very integrated into my social circle.
Did you guys have, I don't know if this was like a unique byproduct of, like, I'm old, right? I graduated high school in 2006, where it was still like, there were a lot of closeted people. Some people were out and gay, whatever, but like it was still like, some people didn't feel safe doing that. There were a few people, gay dudes, that like would be way too aggressive with the hitting on straight guys thing, because it's like part of like the fun of it, and it was just like, hey man, like every time we interact, you gotta make it uncomfortable, right? You got, like, please stop, and you would tell them to stop, and then they don't. And it's not even like you were like offended by it or anything. It's just like, listen, man, I told you I don't wanna. As a dude who did theater, my bad. As a dude who did theater, I had a couple of those guys. So, finally getting a taste of what women experience normally from guys. Is this what we're doing to them? Oh, man. I don't know if it was worse back then than it is now, but it was pretty bad.
So I couldn't really ice him out or anything, even if I had wanted to. Fast forward some time after these other rejections, and he invites me alongside all of our friends to go to the movies that weekend.
Cool.
Because it's a group activity, and I'm kind of naive.
This chatter went through a whole journey. Hold on. We got it eventually. Damn. True. He got it, and then he tried it again. We got it, man. We got it. Well done. Good shit, man. Proud of you. Love a comeback story. All right, sorry.
Because it's a group activity, and I'm kind of naive. I think nothing of it and say sure.
Sure.
A couple days before
I
the
love
movie,
movies.
I get a message from his best friend that I'm also close to. They're like, I've been trying to convince him out of this, but I think you need to know what's going on.
Oh.
They proceed to tell me that this was an involved harebrained scheme where, once everyone was there, he was going to arrive dressed as the Phantom of the Opera, as it was my favorite book, hand me a rose, and ask me out again.
Oh, wait. You have some bad friends. None of your friends would tell you about this scheme before you showed up?
in front of God and
Oh
everybody.
my god.
Mortified, I immediately
Da,
confront
da,
him
da,
and make it clear
da.
that I will never be interested. This time, he gets angry and starts saying mean shit to me, culminating in a venomous, "What, are you a fucking lesbian or something?" I was closeted and had not told anyone yet. Rather than
Oh.
blow my cover, I called him a pompous jackass for assuming I was gay because I didn't want to date him. Lol.
Wait, so this is a girl chatter. I don't know why I never assumed that. Probably because it's like 6 to 8% of my audience. I just assumed it was a guy who was getting hit on by a gay guy. Good Lord, that changes everything. Oh, dude, good on you for being upfront, I guess, but what is he? I love that this was like he popped his ult, this Phantom of the Opera bullshit, tried to show up like a guy who is, by the way, a serial harasser in the book. Like, I get it, it's romantic or whatever, but I've seen that show. And that's him popping his ult at the end. Oh my god. Oh man. I mean, this is the right thing to do, right? You just like, no, you're ugly. You should just be, you're ugly, man. I'm not into you. I think you got to escalate it. First, it's like we're not compatible. Then it's you're not my type, and then you go to level 3 stacks where it's like, listen, man, you're just hideous. The lesbian stories we get are crazy. I can't believe they keep coming up. There's more than I ever thought there would be. I don't know if it's like, is this DEI that they keep getting chosen, Keen? Are you getting a check from Sweet Baby? Getting equal rep in this chat? Where are the white men stories, man? We ain't got any of those in a while. What about the white guys? What about our experience? Woke confessional. It's pretty good.
When I was like 9 or 10, my family had a Wii in our basement
Hell
that
yeah.
I would play all the time.
Wait. Oh, I was going to say old chatter. I'm old. I was going to say 9 or 10, the Wii. So this guy is like, I thought 10 years old at the Wii was like 1986. It was 1996. Jesus Christ.
When I was like 9 or...
Almost 30, though. Almost 30. Almost 30, by the way. It's going to happen to you, too.
When I was like 9 or 10, my family had a Wii in our basement that I would play all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I became obsessed with certain games to the point where my youthful body would naturally wake up at like 3 a.m. So I could go downstairs and play my Wii until 6 a.m. and then go back to sleep before anyone.
Yeah, I did that with NFL Blitz for some reason. I would wake up at 5 a.m. to play NFL Blitz. That game didn't even have a battle pass, but I would play it before school. I don't know why. I just knew it had to be returned to Blockbuster the next day, and I needed to play NFL Blitz.
So me. One of the games I would play late at night was Mario Sports Mix.
Sure, okay.
Anyone who has ever played a video game knows that video games have final bosses.
True.
What you might not know is that Mario Sports Mix final
did know
bosses
that,
are
actually.
horrifying Final Fantasy.
Did you get very scared? Oh, I forgot to turn these off.
Hey, jackass! Do the fucking census already, or someone worse than Crow will get you.
Forgot to turn that off. Can you give that guy the cactus, please? My bad. I do want to turn off TTS and donos, but I do like getting $5. So maybe I'll turn off the TTS, but not the donos. I do like making money. Raise it to 10. That's a lot of work. I gotta go in and fix it all. Nobody else will donate. Nobody else will do it. Don't worry. I did know about the Behemoth King, though. Desperate? Don't worry, nobody else will do that. I did know about this.
What you might. So as I was playing through the different sports and tournaments at 4 a.m. in my dark basement, I get jump scared
Yeah,
by
that's
this
scary,
fucking
man.
monster appearing out of nowhere in my Mario Sports game.
Yeah, I wonder how many kids are, like, traumatized by the Odyssey Dragon. Like, I think about that. Like, I don't know if they made it, like, not scary enough for children, but that seems a little crazy, right?
I got so scared that I couldn't sleep with the lights off until high
Okay,
school.
that's a little...
Because all I could see is his meteor attack and his giant teeth and roar.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to assume it was circumstances. It was the fact that you saw it 4 a.m. late at night. I get it. I think that might scar you if you are of a certain temperament, right? High school feels a little late, but Coney, can you show us? Here's the behemoth. I'll just see if I can click it here, and maybe it'll pop up. I'm trying to get it in the... Maybe if I do it like this. There he is. I don't want to open up the window and make it bigger. Grrr! So this is the end boss in Mario Sports Mix. It's just a big demon enemy guy from Final Fantasy. We've seen it a few times on the channel. I don't know why he's at the end of a sports game, but Final Fantasy or Square loves doing that stuff. I think you kill him with sports. I did. Didn't I beat that guy when I played my sports tournament thing? I fought him, right? Or did I not? No, I didn't. No, I didn't, actually. But I did look it up. You hit him with dodgeballs? I think you lost and cried. Right, I lost and cried. And I had to sleep with the lights on until high school. That's what it was. That's a fun story. I'm fascinated by everybody's first, scary memory. I've talked about this a lot in my chat, but mine were the George Powell Puppetoons. And I'm fascinated by this, imprinting of what is the first thing you saw that your kid brain was like, oh, fuck, this is... and it's it's not scary, right? It's made to be for you, like the AC killing himself in the Brave Little Toaster. That's supposed to be for kids, right? Mine was the werewolf from the third Harry Potter movie. I don't know that one, but I believe it. Mine was from the movie Zathura. Zathura. I never saw it, but I remember the ads for that. Dexter's Lab Goldfish? I don't know that one. My mom took me to see Chucky in the theaters when I was a child. You should have been saved. You're a victim. Why did nobody help you? Did she not know? Did your mom get tricked? That's rated R. Your mom saw Child's Play up on the marquee and was like, oh boy. Something for little Tom. Ernest scared the crap out of me. I'm worried, man, because my kid got very scared at the Super Mario Bros. Movie with the dog at the beginning of the movie that hates Luigi. And I'm like, maybe in 10 years she's going to be like, yeah, you shouldn't have taken me to that. It was Super Mario Bros., man! She got scared of that. She was like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I don't know, man. I had horrible nightmares in elementary school because of Ernest scared stupid. I love the idea of Ernest, accidentally traumatizing a not insignificant amount of our nation's youth. I just thought it'd be funny. By the way, sorry, this is another tangent. I watched Toy Story 4 again recently. My kid's on a Toy Story kick. I'm pretty sure Ernest died before Toy Story 4 came out, so Slinky Dog only talks in sound bites, which is it's sad, right? But it's also very funny because they only have 5 things Slinky Dog can say. So anytime anything happens, Slinky Dog is like, howdy, boy, howdy. They got to get a soundbite of Slinky Dog being happy. I don't know. He died before Toy Story 3. Oh, is it 3? Then it was 3 and 4. Howdy, boy, howdy, every time. Yeah, I think Potato Head died too before 4, so he has a very small... And Mr. Potato Head was my favorite character. So I was really sad about that. He was funny. I thought they did that with Potato Head too. They did. It's weird because, Mr. Potato Head in movies 1, 2, and 3 is a pivotal character. And in 4, he just ain't got shit to say. He's in the back of the... He's not doing anything. He's just sitting around Yeah, we need AI. That's why we need AI, for sure. Jessie's Yeehaw was a holdover from what was going to be her original voice actress. Really? Who is it going to be? Jessie gets older, man. It's not quite like Incredibles 1 to Incredibles 2, but if you listen to it, Jodie Foster, I think is who it is, she's getting up there. It's sad. Is Ham okay? I think so. I don't know. Is Ham dead? I don't think Ham is dead. Toy Story 5 is going to be weird. I don't know why they keep well, I know why they keep doing it. It's money. But like those like 4, like we shouldn't have had 4. It's too much, man. Joan Cusack, that's who it is. Who's Jodie Foster? Other than Silence of the Lambs. I thought she was thinking of somebody else, I guess. I didn't know they made 4. 3 was enough. I will say, as somebody who sometimes I'll watch Toy Story 1 and 2, and I'll like, because my kid loves it, and I'll be like, oh, this looks fine, because everybody says that the CGI looks awful now, and I'm like, dude, these look fine, they look like toys. And then you watch Toy Story 4, and it's like, oh, it looks amazing. Like dude, it's a marvel of technology. That movie looks like it starts in the rain just as a flex. It's crazy. But the movie's not good. It's not even that it's not good. It's fine. It just shouldn't exist. You know? Hold on. Okay. It shouldn't be there. The CGI in 1 is archaic. I love it. There's a scene where Woody says, let's go up there and give him a big Andy's room welcome. And this, like, it's like a 1, 2, 3 punch. It's so stiff. It's amazing. I love it. Which one is the one where all the toys die in the incinerator at the end? Where the pink bear kills them? That's 3. All right, sorry about the Toy Story tangent. My kid's just been really into it.
I was in 2nd grade, and I had recently become engaged with a girl from my church.
Would use a
We
different
wrote
word.
each other love
Engaged.
cards and had already planned our wedding.
Oh, okay.
So
Never
things
mind. You were
pretty
engaged.
serious.
All right, that's sweet.
However, she began spreading a rumor we had kissed, which was a lie.
Oh.
I would never kiss a girl because kissing was gross.
Naturally, yeah.
Naturally, I decided the
course.
best course of action was to ghost my fiancée. A tree says
in 2nd
he
grade?
approached me so we could discuss our wedding, and I, wanting to distance myself from her, began running. Unfortunately, she and her friends chased after me. As I ran, more and more kids joined the chase, many hoping to learn whether our scandalous
This is
encounter
scandalous.
really
You got
happened.
the paparazzi
After
in there
running for
too?
most of recess, I stopped running at the playground and cried, and our classmates interrogated me.
Aw.
By this point, she realized that I was dumping her and began crying as well.
This is
The
so
teachers found us
sad.
and had no idea what was going on, and my fiancée and I were so beside ourselves we could not tell them the problem.
It's very funny when a kid is so upset and mad that they can't tell you what's wrong or talk to you. The tantrum is so big they can't tell you what's wrong. And the funnier thing is, if you explained it to the teacher, they would have to pretend to care. The teacher had to be like, oh no, we should resolve this. I guess we should work this out somehow.
They ended up calling our parents, who thought the situation was hilarious and filled them in on our relationship. Our families are good friends, so while we are no longer lovers, we are still friends.
Mm-hmm.
We have not spoken about our relationship since.
That's adorable. That's so cute. Maybe you guys are meant for each other, man. You don't know. Maybe it'll work out. I don't know how young you are. Maybe you guys will find a way back to each other. It'll be beautiful. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. I don't know who you are. Very good story. That was a tremendous story. I like that one. A harrowing tale.
It was kindergarten. All of us students were occupied working on our handwriting.
Right.
Very quietly, mind you.
Sure.
I needed to ask the teacher for something.
Mm-hmm.
But raising your hand is for losers. So I courageously walked up to the front of the class where the teacher was.
Very brave.
To
Alpha
5-year-old me, the most important communication skill was making sure others could hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, with all my gusto, I asked the teacher, Mommy,
Mommy!
the entire class diverted their heads to me.
Mommy? Everybody just quietly practicing their H's. Everybody, let's get our H's down, uppercase and lowercase.
The entire class diverted their
Oh,
heads.
that's
to me.
funny.
My teacher thought this was the right time to show off her improv tricks.
Uh-huh.
So she jolted back in shock Dawn this flabbergasted
Oh,
face
no.
and confusingly
Oh,
shouted,
no.
"Mommy!"
Now
right
it's
back at me.
embarrassing.
This was horrible. Everyone but me was laughing at this freak
Oh,
accident.
no.
I needed to correct myself as fast as possible to save what little social reputation I had, so I quickly stuttered, "Grandma."
Oh, no. Missed the skill check twice. Me, Ma? Who are you? I don't know you. I'm lost. Help!
Grandma, failing to correct myself.
If I'm the teacher, this went from funny to, like, scary. Are you okay? Are you allergic to your lunch? Do you have, like, a peanut allergy? Did somebody, like, give you something you shouldn't have had? What's going on in your brain, kid? Are you all right? Oh, dude, something's wrong now. It's not funny anymore.
Grandma, failing to correct myself. The audience roared louder. My teacher did the exact same thing, shouting "Grandma," but even more over-exaggerated.
Oh, no.
Now I just wanted to run
This
away.
poor kid.
But there was one last beacon of hope.
Uh-huh.
I could frame the teacher, make her the butt of the joke.
Okay.
Ingeniously, I start performing this wacky Texas as jig, the one where you form your arms in a U shape below your chest and bounce left and right.
Yeah.
It's like the Sonic Pip-Up in your mailbox meme dance.
Not familiar
All
with
the
that.
while
I
shout
don't
at
know
the
that
top of
one.
my lungs, "You're a coconut, you're a coconut," to my teacher.
Oh, you got her ass. You got her. Got him. Now all the kids are on your side, bro. He didn't say mommy or grandma. She's a coconut, bro. Dumbass teacher.
Now the class was living it up.
Yo!
This was just so goddamn funny to everyone. I turned to the crowd. I was so happy.
You won.
I got her.
Yeah.
Her improv skills crumbled.
I'm not a coconut. I'm not a no, I'm not a coconut. Or grandma or mommy. You said that. I'm not a coconut.
I got her. She was no match for my unpredictability. She stood genuinely.
Me when I'm a coconut.
She stood genuinely.
Crumpling teacher Jack. Oh, I think she was a coconut. I think she was.
She stood genuinely appalled at what just happened.
Oh.
But at what cost? The momentary joy was striped away from my face upon looking at her. So there we both stood, awkwardly gazing at each other's deadpan faces, wondering how it all came to this. We both walked away. All I could hear was the deafening silence between us. We didn't talk to each other for the rest of the week.
That's the end of the story. Oh, wait, there's one more.
Looking back, it's no wonder why I just get up and leave in class, rather than ask to use the bathroom.
What a showdown. A battle of wits. What a bizarre set of circumstances to come to this moment. So you and this lady just had this showdown. And did anything get I guess nothing happened beyond that. Just this weird kindergarten fight. I just can't believe the teacher, like, lost that. Why did the teacher, like, get their authority questioned? Did you get to pee? Did you even go to the bathroom after that? I guess not. Teacher beefed back for a week? Bro, teachers are petty. I don't know if teachers do that in kindergarten? I feel like they shouldn't. They should, like, play along. Why is the teacher being so weird about this? The pipe bomb dancing probably did it. I don't know what. Does anyone know the meme format pipe bomb in your mailbox thing? Because she got mogged by a 5 or 6 year old. The thing is, this kid learned to dance somewhere. There's the Linkaga. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. That one. Right, the pipe bomb. I can't get it. I just have to bring it over here. It's this one. The white people reaction image one, right. That. You're a coconut, you're a coconut, you're a coconut, ha ha ha. Owned. Right. Well played, 5-year-old. That's the cow and chicken dance. I feel like it probably goes back further than Cow and Chicken on Cartoon Network. I can't believe that worked. I'm still aghast. I'd be so confused if I was that teacher. Yeah, but could you not, like, pull it back? You can't win over the other 5-year-olds at that point? Just get completely owned? That's funny. Wait a minute. How old is this chatter if that GIF exists? No, it's not that the GIF existed when they were in. It's not like they did it because of the Sonic thing. They just did that move. That's like a normal move kids do, I think. That's like in your DNA. It's instinct. Like fish swimming, you know? All right, let's change it up a little bit. Charles Peter, let's go back to the U.S. Let's do Ryan, shall we?
This is probably more stupidity than cringe, but I want to tell the story anyways.
Sure.
Back in the 3rd grade, I'm in our school's after-school program.
Mm-hmm.
I have the need to go to the bathroom, so I ask to go, and do.
Okay.
Afterwards, I go to wash my hands like any normal guy.
Right.
And I head for the hand sanitizer. I, somehow, immediately forget what's in my hands. So I thought, hey, this must be water. Slurp.
You drank the Purell. Is that what you did? All right. What was it like?
Big mistake. My head instantly started throbbing hard. I could barely think straight, and I had to go back to my friends and act like nothing was wrong.
Is that what happens? Is that what happens when you drink hand sanitizer? You just immediate debuff effect? Just toxic. Like the Mr. Krabs shit? That's real? Can we dono this? I would be down to try this. See if I get a throbbing headache. I'm going to have to end the stream immediately if I can't think. I'm going to forget where I am. It's like active teleportation. I would just end up somewhere else. Isopropanol is really bad to drink. Did that dude just say isopropanol? This dude really just said you guys know that Jimmy Neutron thing where he says like sodium chloride and then the bully makes fun of him? You're Jimmy Neutron here. Isopropanol. Get out of here, bro. Just say hand sanitizer. I drank it once, tasted bad, but didn't get a headache. I didn't think. There's a 60-second cactus. A little baby cactus. There you go. Put them on the succulent. I feel like it doesn't do an immediate debuff, right? Does that fuck with your brain instantly? That feels like it should be like a method of execution then. Just to fucking give the guy the whole gallon and then he's gone.
Even when my mom picked me up, I felt on the verge of death. Of course, I would be fine, but it didn't feel like it in the moment.
Right.
Every now and then, I think about this moment and just shake my head disapprovingly at my younger self.
I've done this stuff all the time. I've had 2 things in my hand and forgot which 2 things are which. I've spilled so many cups. It's fine. That's a normal thing that happens. Not the hand sanitizer thing, but you know. Kids are stupid. I'm thank you for writing in so I know not to drink hand sanitizer no matter how good it smells. Even like the green apple one. Have you guys ever smelled that? It smells really good. So in a large amount, it could fume a lot and make you lightheaded from the air being literally filled with lightly toxic alcohol gas. Oh, it's like galaxy gas. Is that what it is? Getting crazy off the goop.
Back in high school, one of my friends used to have parties at his cabin home because it was in a really cool area surrounded by a bunch of forest.
I want a cabin home so bad, bro. What's your friend? Can I come to the party? I want to go to your friend's party. That's so cool. I want to go to the cabin party.
On Halloween, we were having a small get-together of around 8 people, and being bored from party games and movies.
Yeah.
Someone had the bright idea to venture into the woods through one of the dirt trails in his neighborhood.
Did he die?
When we get there, we stumble upon...
That guy got murdered and posted to a tree. I can't. This is just the cabin in the woods person.
When we get there, we stumble upon a couple of people walking out of the forest who are clearly high out of their mind.
Oh, skinwalkers.
They ask us,
right.
Are you guys with Connor? We tell them we're not, but for some reason I just thought the idea of this mysterious Connor figure was the funniest thing in the world.
Sure.
So when we walk into the forest, I'd periodically yell, Connor. Or, Connor, where are you? And my friends all think it's a little bit funny, but of course it gets stale quickly.
Right.
Eventually, after walking for like 8 minutes, we reach a campfire near a lake at the end of trail, and I'm still doing my Connor bit.
Right,
There
very
are
funny.
a couple of
Good
other
one.
people hanging out at some picnic tables next to the lake in our group, and their group lock eyes.
Right.
One of the guys walks towards us, and as a joke I say something like, "Are you
This
Connor?"
guy's still doing the
Then
Connor
with the
thing.
most perfect comedic timing, another guy wearing a camouflage hoodie comes up from behind him who we did not see originally, and I want you to take a wild guess who it was.
Yo! Is that my boy? I thought it was going to end up like Connor's been missing for like a week. We haven't found Connor. We've been looking for him in the woods.
He definitely heard my incessant yelling, because he comes in guns blazing shouting, "You guys got a fucking problem?"
Oh, no!
And me being
Connor is 6'3" and 280 pounds!
He definitely heard my
Oh,
incessant
no!
yelling, because he comes in guns blazing shouting, "You guys got a fucking problem?" And me being a fucking moron is still smiling while this guy is staring at us fiercely with bloodshot eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm pretty sure their entire group was just trying to have a good time doing drugs by the lake on
Yeah.
Halloween, and we just crashed the party.
Yeah.
All my friends were scared shitless, because apparently the guy had been reaching into his hoodie pocket for what looked like a knife.
Oh.
People are scurrying behind others and cowering in fear because they
Jesus
are scared
Christ,
of what
man.
a stoned-ass man in the woods might
is
do to a
escalating
bunch
quickly.
of 16-year-olds. We're all just kinda standing there for a few seconds, most of my friends fearing they might get stabbed, until one of the people from my group steps in and de-escalates the situation.
Sure.
We all go our separate ways, but now everyone is silently pissed at me, obviously, because I could have gotten them all killed. But I still have the shit-eating grin on my face, since I felt like I trolled that guy hilariously.
Good one, man. You were looking for him in the woods, and then you found him, and you were yelling his name. Classic Connor bit. I would have yelled it one more time, and then run. You do it one more time at the top of your legs, and then book it. Start sprinting. Everybody in your group is just going to throw you back to that guy. You might die.
When we got back to the car, everyone started tearing into me, and now
That's
whenever
funny.
I'm around my friends with other people, they always tell that story and frame it as the time Op almost got us killed in the forest on Halloween.
That's a good story. Did they fuck up a drug buy? Ooh. Well, it sounds like they were in the woods for something, man. You think they were meeting up in the woods, and like the first guys were trying to meet up with him to maybe do some, exchange some paraphernalia? It is isolated. If he was that mad, it might have been a drug deal. Had the shit in his pocket, not a knife. I was going to say, he's got some drugs in there, right? If they're fucking around with that. But maybe it's just weed, right? Maybe people just doing a weed in the woods on Halloween, as you do, right? Who hasn't partaken in some of the devil's lettuce on All Hallows Eve? I haven't, but that's because I don't partake. I'm a square. Pussy, I'm scared. I haven't done any weed or ate any hand sanitizer.
5th or 6th grade, I don't remember. I was sitting down for lunch when a relatively new friend at the time sat down next to me, and before I could even form a conversation starter, she blurts out, "Did you know you can't snap inside your mouth?"
Like your fingers?
Now, vital piece of information here. I could be described as a mid-tier with an Icarus complex.
What do we mean by that? That's a poetic turn of phrase.
Seeing a challenge, I immediately said, "Yes, you can." Watch, and put my whole hand inside my mouth and snapped. My nail dug into the roof of my mouth and it started bleeding badly.
Oh.
The pain was goddamn unbearable, and she only laughed as I sunk further into agony. We're best friends to this day, and there is now a permanent dent on the roof of my mouth that serves as a constant reminder of my hubris.
How long are your nails, man? What? I guess I bite mine. I feel like you shouldn't. I feel like they shouldn't be that. How sensitive is the roof of your mouth, actually? I feel like your palate should be harder than that. Coney, you should try it. Hold on. I'm not giving you a funny gif. Hold on. Ow! Well, I did it, but that did hurt. I hit my lip against my teeth. Let me try again. Oh, I already feel it. I put them in my mouth, and I can feel the pain about to happen. But let me try it again. I got it. It doesn't hurt that bad. You guys try it at home. It's a little thing you could try. Why would you do it again? I'm trying to get a better sound out of it. Check this out. How'd I do that? Did I pop a balloon? No, chatter. It's just a trick. And you can do it too. I try to teach my kid how to do that. She doesn't get it yet. Is it loud? Did I kill people in a car? Sorry. Fake? I just had 2 balloons ready to go. Awesome.
This cringe tale is to do with a customer interaction I had at my job.
Okay.
I work in a high-end lingerie and adult toy product store and have large breasts.
Okay.
Sadly, that last piece of information is important.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it going.
I was
Sure.
working an extended trade shift, so we were open late.
I want to know where this is going. I'm a little curious. Well, okay.
I was working.
Why is that important information? Did you get harassed? Probably, right? Were you the cringe person here? That's what I'm curious about.
I was working an extended trade shift, so we were open later than usual.
Right.
It was dead, so my workmate and I were just chatting and sitting around.
Uh-huh.
At like 9 or so, a guy...
By the way, it said in parentheses because it never gets read. We're going to call her friend V. Her friend's name is V, it says. So if you see a V in there, that's who it is.
At like 9 or so, a guy walks in making some jokes about needing stuff for all the girls he's seeing. We laugh along with him, but then he starts asking real questions about the toys. Naturally, I get up to do my job and explain them.
Right.
At this time, his mates come in to see what he's doing and also ask questions. There's 4 of them in total. So I
feel like, is that a group activity? I feel like that's something you do by yourself. Were we loitering in the toy shop?
So I'm standing at the toy wall, explaining the function of one.
This isn't Spencer's, is it? This is like an adult toy, high-end lingerie and adult toy. Okay. Because, like, if you're in the back of a Spencer's, I get, like, kids loitering at the mall. But not if it's, like, a real store you go to.
So I'm standing at the toy wall, explaining the function of one in particular. When out of nowhere the guy asks me, are they natural?
Dude.
He must have been talking about the insanely bright pink toy that I can only describe looking like an upside-down amogus that I'm holding. I wish I could attach a photo so you could see.
I would love
and
to see
fully
the
grasp
upside-down
why I
amogus.
just stared at him confused.
I would like, I'm kind of curious. I feel like if I pull that from Google, it will not have helpful results. I don't think that'll help me.
After a few seconds.
Crazy, I know exactly what it is. What? What's the upside down Among Us?
After a few seconds.
I'm trying to wonder how it's like set up. Is it like a... never mind.
After a few seconds, he repeats his question, except this time he clarifies. He points straight at my boobs. I was fucking stunned, and the only thing going through my mind was medical-grade silicone, because that's what the toy was made of. And I'm glad I did not say it.
Clinical answer.
V, a 6-feet-tall gal, immediately steps between me and him, says do not speak to her like that, get out of my store. They laugh, but V fully stonewalls them, this time saying, I'm serious, get the fuck out. One of the guy's mates, clearly not prepared for what's happening, decides a compliment for V will defuse the situation.
I know what she needs. She needs to be harassed too. She must be jealous. We complimented the other broad. We gotta give her one too. I got an idea.
Except it's the dumbest shit you could follow up with.
Stand back, fellas. First off, happy International Women's Month. Oh, okay, he's an ally.
Oh no, don't worry. Your boobs are nice too. It's fine they're not as big as hers.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous.
Yeah.
Christ on a bike. Why?
Yeah.
I'm still blue screening at the wall while V makes them leave, but they decided to hang around close enough to the front of the shop for V to hear and know they hadn't properly left. So V grabs one of the riding crops we sell off the wall with straight up murderous intent, storms to the front of the shop and threatens them. They better not come back or she'll use it.
I feel like if you're in an apocalypse situation, there are worse places than you could be than a sex toy shop, right? Yeah, like riding crops and paddles and shit. Like, Frank West would kind of go crazy in there. I mean, obviously, you'd rather have a gun store, right? But I feel like there's, it couldn't be so bad.
So V grabs one of the. When she came backing, we looked at each other, took in what just happened, and laughed
That's
so
really
hard
funny.
our
That's
stomachs hurt. Such a shit show.
That's gotta happen a lot at a store like that, right? People getting too familiar, right? Because they're, like, embarrassed. There's a lot of nervous energy. Some people don't want to, like... I mean, if they come in with a group, too, that's a little, Yeah. Is V single? Oh, here we go. Okay. This thing was back in May of last year, man. I don't think she's here anymore. Come on. Big shoot your shot energy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you ever hit at somebody at the sex toy shop. Maybe a Starbucks that's like the biggest one, right? I think that one's a little much. Group tells me planned harassment. Well, that's probably just the dude sitting outside and they're like, wow, she's hot. Let's go try something, right? I think just some people are annoying in groups, right? I told you guys I was at Target recently and a bunch of teenagers came in and they were so annoying, just like walking around the store and it's a big ass Target and everybody's just doesn't want to be around them, but they had to have the attention, right? I got out at the same time they did, and they had the really loud car with the muffler thing. It's just, and they grow out of it, right? Kids are stupid. It's gonna happen. It's normal, but some people just, I don't know, they seek it,
It was.
I wish Dax Flame would come to my Target. Have you guys seen the new Dax Flame? That kid on TikTok that does the 2006 internet troll what's his name? Do you know who I'm talking about? Maddox? Is that his name? I don't know who that is. Dax Flame is oh boy. I forget how to describe it. Dax Flame is like a 2006, 2007 YouTuber, and he's like an art thing where it's like he's supposed to be this cringe teenager, I think. I don't know if it ever got turned out that he was being earnest and real. I don't know what it's called. This guy? No, not this guy. It's not Maddox, no. God, what's his name? Shit. It's real? Was it always real? Dude, the Dax Flame shit was so funny. But I thought he was, being ironic. What the fuck is this guy's name? He's the guy that's like, oh my god. He said that the school cafeteria food was like you literally took a scuba toilet and deep fried it. You know what? Mr. Button. Yes, Mr. Bussin' Maddox. Yes, that guy. Yeah, that guy. You took the skibbity toilet. This. Right. Here's him reacting to a dank memes compilation.
Or Bruce jamming. Bruce. Pause. I swear to read.
He's like one of those guys that, doesn't want to scream into the camera.
Here's ways I've trolled my teachers with
he trolls his teachers. Switch. I love this guy.
Well, I guess school's over already. You can all go home.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Well, that's a shame.
Hey, turn off the game or you're in trouble.
Alright, listen, if I play the Trollface song full volume right now, then that means I want absolutely nothing to do with you.
Don't do it.
See? I would never do such a terrible...
That's it. You're suspect.
People confirmed he's genuinely like this in person. No way. He can't be. That's not fun. That I'm just sitting here making fun of a 16-year-old. That's not funny. It's ironic. He's kidding. It's jokes.
Yes,
Here's him at a talent show. With the deal with the glasses. It's ironic, man. Just kidding. can't do it anymore. I can't. Mini Dan Henschel. Dude, did you see what happened? He's gone. Dude, Dan's whole thing is gone, and it didn't get, like, archived. I don't know why. He just deleted all of his stuff. Crazy. I loved his latest video where he was outside. Oh, it's back? Okay. I thought I saw that he deleted it, and everybody's like, yeah, there's no archive or whatever, which is probably fake, right? Who fucking knows? But I love Dan Henschel. He's funny as shit. And it's so funny because every time I would see an account, one account was like, wow, look at this pathetic piece of shit. He has to constantly up the stakes and keep making himself dumber and dumber to keep eyes on himself because he lives in his own hell. It must suck to keep degrading yourself continually to try to desperately get any form of attention. And then that guy was him too. That guy was also him. He has like 8 accounts. I love him. I love Dan. He's very funny. The French film director account. Yup, that's the one. Did he have a girlfriend? There was an arc, because I didn't follow all of it, but he had an arc where, like, a girlfriend was like, no, she was fake. He had an account that was like, my boyfriend just bought a bunch of, like, Doctor and Joker outfit stuff to go film bits in his car. I don't know why I'm dating him. And it was this account with, like, 2,000 followers. It was just a girl from L.A., but she was also him, apparently. Oh, he's funny. Did you see his fake baby? Yeah. He's funny, man. He's very funny. He invented her for months. Yeah, he, like, had tweets up for, like, 6 months that were normal. So you would scroll through the timeline. They're like, what? Did he keep this going? Oh, he's very funny. He's very funny. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
It was January 20th, 2009.
Okay.
I was 8 years old.
Thanks for the background.
I only remember the date specifically because, unrelated to the events of this story, it was the day Obama got inaugurated.
Mm-hmm.
My parents had me in something known as food therapy, since I was an extremely picky eater. The objective of this
Dude, I cannot imagine the hell of raising an extremely picky eater. My kid doesn't eat, like, a lot, but she does eat enough. She's kind of picky, but not like, I've heard horror stories of kids that will only eat like buttered noodles or French fries. And like, how does your kid grow, right? If they literally can't get like macros, your kid's just gonna, how do they exist?
The objective of this therapy was to open my mind to trying new things, as I pretty much completely refused to eat anything that wasn't PB&J, Cheerios, bananas, mac and cheese, Dina nuggets, or cheese pizza with no toppings.
Honestly, that's not a terrible spread. I mean, that's very picky, but that's not like, that doesn't seem that extreme for a kid. Honestly. Yeah, that's not the worst. That's like, what, 6 to 8 foods? A lot of kids do that. That's not so bad. It's picky, but like, that's within reason. I don't think you should be in therapy for that, but that's your diet, Coney. Caught. I love my pizza and my Dino Nuggies. Dude, I got Dino Nuggies for my kid for the first time like a few months ago. And like, I never had them. They weren't a staple. I had fish sticks. My mom got fish sticks and I ate those. But like, she loved them. Dude, I was like, oh, I get it now, right? I was like, rib meat? It's rib meat? Ew.
Dina, like, no exaggeration, that was my entire diet. So the food therapy was needed.
Okay.
One of the methods of getting me to try other things was to mix things that I already liked, such as putting bananas in my Cheerios or things of that nature.
Right. Good idea.
It did actually work because this is how I got into various pastas.
Right.
But perhaps this worked a little too well on my underdeveloped brain. One morning before school, I was eating Cheerios with banana pieces along with a glass of Sunny D to get my energy up for the day.
It's a weird.
How delightful.
It's a normal meal.
I greeted my mother as she entered the kitchen to make her coffee.
Wait, how old are you making this for yourself? Wait a minute. Did you make... You're 8 years old and you're making this shit for yourself? I guess that's normal.
How delightful. I was
Okay.
astonished to see her
Bro's
mix
a
her
chef?
black
Okay.
coffee with other liquids
It's cereal,
like
I guess,
milk.
sure.
Wow. Now I, being the creative and innovative genius that I was, decided to tailor the greatest beverage mankind could possibly imagine.
Right.
I took my half-full glass of Sunny D, took the milk carton, and
Uh-huh.
filled the rest of the glass of Sunny D by mixing it with milk.
Sure, go for
Yummy.
it.
I excitedly took a swig before my mother could
I
stop
mean, that
me.
won't kill you.
The substance didn't stay in my mouth for more than 3 seconds before it
Oh.
all ended up on the floor.
She knew that you weren't gonna like swallow it. She did. In my mind, I'm like, okay, well, you're just gonna drink that and be like, wow, that was gross. But you just immediate. Bleh. All right, that's a little different.
But you see, my dear readers
Yeah.
and listeners, that wasn't all.
Oh.
I then proceeded to not only vomit all over
Vomiting?
the floor, but I also then stumbled forward, slipped on the mess, fell on the floor, and shattered the glass I had crafted this monstrous potion in.
Dude.
Let's just say I didn't go to school that day.
Imagine being this kid's mom, and this is the first thing that happens to you that day. This is the first thing that happened. You just woke up, and that's how you start your day. Your coffee's still brewing. Like you haven't even had the coffee yet. It's still hot, man. And it just oh my god. You didn't even get a sip, dude.
A single gulp of this concoction led to a sickness spanning the entire day, and I watched Obama get inaugurated from my
Hey,
couch.
you're there for history.
I
though.
never recovered from that day.
Oh.
I am now 23 with a diet that remains limited to the point where I find myself almost exclusively ordering chicken tenders and fries from the kids' menu.
You gotta stop
Waiters
that.
give me judgmental looks to this day.
Dude, you gotta stop that. Come on, man. Come on. That's the most cringe part of this whole thing. Oh, do you just not like whatever. Okay. I don't like mushrooms. Who am I to judge? Right? Oh, 23. All because of the Sunny Dilk. Oh. Mushrooms are gross. Yeah, they grew out of the ground. Yuck. Mushrooms look like they should be crunchy. No? Which ones? What do you mean? Speak on that, chatter. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Potatoes do look like they should be crunchy. I'll give it up for that one. Yeah. Some of them do look like they should go. Actually, they might. I've never taken a bite out of a potato. Mushrooms aren't just from the Mario games. Yeah, not like a Mario mushroom. I'm thinking of like a sautéed one. Yeah, I guess potatoes are crunchy if they're raw. You're right. Oh, that's good. That's a good story. Yeah, you can't keep doing that, chatter. Let's try some different foods. But I guess, chicken tenders and fries is like protein and a starch, right? You could be worse.
It was the end of my sophomore year.
I literally had to stay at the table for 2 to 3 hours because I hated potatoes. Dude, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Like, my kid's kind of picky now, and I just kind of deal with it, and I'm like, okay, and I kind of plan around her. But, like, I feel like eventually it's going to get bad. I don't know how to, like, nip that in the bud. I give her some, I introduce new stuff, but I don't try to push it too hard. But the worst part is they were good, yeah. I think I had a thing where I wouldn't eat mashed potatoes for a little bit, and I stayed at the table even though they were actually good. But she'll want to try more things as she ages. Yeah, I know. It just, I want to, like, get her on it now. So the problem is she likes, like, she won't eat beef, but she'll eat steak. You get what I'm saying? Which is like its own problem. You won't eat this hamburger. You won't eat this like taco meat. But you want like a filet mignon. Okay. Different texture? Yeah, it's pissing me off. Can't have taco night in the Coney house. Just lie until she's older. Bro, I say it's steak. It doesn't work. That's what worked on me when I was a kid. My mom would tell me it was steak, and it didn't. But you know what does work? That goddamn Ninja Turtle seasoning I told you about. It's turtle food! Turtle power. That shit works. Putting pizza seasoning on the hamburger. That shit works. It's like Donatello likes. That is such a good strat. Dude, yeah, one of my neighbors gave me Ninja Turtles pizza seasoning, and I put it on all the food she doesn't want to eat, and it actually works. It's crazy. What is pizza seasoning? Look up Ninja Turtle pizza seasoning. It has them on the box and everything, or on the little tube thing. It's nice. Okay, sorry.
It was the end of my sophomore year of high school,
Sure.
and I wanted to buy a new game for summer break.
Okay.
My friend, who we will call Riley, came over one day and gave me some ideas on what to get, and we eventually figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a new fighting game at the time that we were both really excited for.
Is it DOA?
And so we decided to head to our local Walmart
How could this
to
be
get
cringe? What is it?
But before we left my house, an idea strikes me.
What?
I had this big jar of change that would track how much is in it, and had put loose
Oh,
change in it for
no.
years. The game was $40 at the time, and me being full of jest and mischievousness, thought it would be funny if I paid for it all in change, since I just so happened to have enough despite the fact I had enough cash on me.
Dude.
Riley laughed at the idea and said, "Hell yeah, man, let's do it."
That
We
poor
then head to Walmart,
employee.
and I see there is only one person at the register of the tech section. This person looked like a college student working for the summer, and seemed like she was ready to get her shift over with. I had the change jar in my hands, and we chuckled as we asked to get the game and pay for it.
By the way, this person said they were a sophomore in high school, so they were like 15 or 16. They definitely knew better.
I would very soon be humbled by this idea. We were first in line, and there were two other people behind us. One did not have much, but another had a whole cart full of stuff. She says the price, and I say, I plan to pay it all in change. Of course, she saw me with this jar as we were walking around, but really didn't know until this moment. That's why I brought it.
Why would you think they were walking around with the change jar? I wonder what they're up to. Glad they're not coming over to me, clueless. Glad they're not buying an electronic with all that change. Oh, no! Willful ignorance. Yeah, I think she knew. She knew. She just, if I was her, I would take a break immediately. I smoke now. I gotta go smoke.
Her optimistic smile turned into a concerned stare at both of us, but then labored up a smile to hide the pain.
Yeah.
I then open and give her the jar, and she starts counting. It was only at this point that I realized this is not only going to take a long time, but also she is trying to hide emotional pain, but it was visible,
no.
and regret started
She
to
was
kick in
having
full
a
effect.
bad day.
Riley and I then help her count and track $40 worth of change.
Okay, that's probably illegal, right? I don't think you can help count, like, the change that the person has. That seems like a good way to get some free stuff, right?
Both of us were really guilty and beat red in embarrassment of this dumb idea. But to make it worse, the line started getting longer and people were getting more irate.
These
She
stupid
tried
teenagers.
to call someone up to the other register to help with the congestion, but in doing this she lost count.
Oh,
and for
no.
some reason, we both also lost count.
Dude, you have the cash. At that point, give it up. Oh, wait, that would be more embarrassing. You just pull out 220s. Actually, I had $40 this whole time. I just wanted you to go through that. I had the cash this entire time. You can't, like, do it now.
We had to start all the way over after getting a little more than
man.
halfway through. After 35 minutes of counting, the transaction was complete,
35
and I
minutes?
profusely apologized to this poor cashier for the hell I just put her through. She reassured me that it was okay, but I could tell she was only saying that to put
Dude.
me at ease. We both left, full of guilt in a new game with my lap. Now you might be wondering, what was this game that we did all of this counting for and caused that cashier to quit soon after?
Has to be a good punchline, right? If it's a $40 game, it can't be like a new game. It can't be like a Strive or like a Tekken or like, What year is it? Sophomore year of high school. We don't have a year. Okay. Mortal Kombat X? No way. That's rated M for mature. She would ask for ID. Cartoon Punch Time Explosion. It's got to be something bad, right? Arms. Arms. Oh, no, it's not $40. Damn it. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I love that. I can't think of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I know this is such a tangent, but the first thing that pops into my head is the theme song, and the second one is the announcer going, "Wow," when you get a kill. Just the sarcastic, "Wow." Oh, I guess he was playing Powder Toast Man. Okay, never mind. All right, what was the game?
It was none other than Jump Force.
Holy shit. The shonen game.
I came up with a really bad
Yeah.
idea and caused a person to quit their job for a game that I would barely play and died in 3 years. 5 years later and I still have that disc, and I cringe in so much pain
Oh,
every
that's
time I
funny.
get reminded of it.
That's good.
I should have just paid in cash and got a better game like Street Fighter or Tekken.
Yeah, I think somebody in chat has a good point, though. 38 minutes to count change for a $40 transaction is not... I think she was probably in the wrong profession. How were all with? That's not a 3-person job. How many of those were pennies? Right? There is no such thing as unskilled labor. Come on, man. Ever hear of Coinstar chatter? I don't know about that, man. Coinstar takes your money. They take like 10%. You got to give up $3 for that? I'm keeping me pennies. Go quarter first, right? Okay, why are you asking me? Quarter first, right? We all go quarters, right? Yes, man. When I was a kid, I used to love counting change. I don't know why. I think it's because I had the change counting thing too, and I just had a fuck ton of it from like, just like going to the ice cream truck. And there's something really cool about doing the 4 quarters thing, like 1, 2, 3. Because it's all we had as kids. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I would like work not a lemonade stand, but I used to like mow grass for money in the neighborhood and stacking up those quarters. Oh, baby. When you had $30 in quarters, you felt like Scrooge McDuck. It was unbelievable, man. I was Elon Musk in 3rd grade. Crazy. It was awesome. Okay. Good story.
Sorry if the beginning sounds like I'm bragging about being smart in elementary school. That was not my intent.
Okay.
Onto the show.
I don't think I would have I would have made that joke, but I wouldn't have meant it. But now I'm probably just gonna make fun of you more. I'm laser focused on it. But continue.
Throughout my elementary school life, I was always near the top of my classes.
Oh, there we go. Gifted child alert. Okay. I bet you're really bored and unsatisfied now.
I was in almost every gifted class.
Oh, okay. You were really gifted. What a smart chatter. I get it, man. And still, you ended up here in the Coney stream. Funny how that happened.
Math was second.
You should be watching Marquez Brownlee.
Math was second nature to...
Why is he the first smart YouTuber I thought of? Vlog Brothers. The guy who's in a salt mine, who goes places.
Math was second nature to me. I was usually at a reading and writing level above the rest of my class.
Okay.
And science was so
Tom
easy
Scott,
it
that's
got
it.
boring. However, there was one subject that I struggled in, and that was social studies.
Okay.
At the time, my ADHD brain thought history was the lammest shit.
Well,
I never paid attention in
I don't know what you
social
mean at the
studies,
time. I get it.
and therefore remembered essentially nothing about it until, like, high school.
Sure, I don't blame you
And
for
when
that.
I say nothing, I mean nothing.
Okay, what do you mean?
I thought Theodore Roosevelt was the first black president.
Okay. That's not remembering anything. You're establishing headcanons. Like, you're writing fanfic in your head. I don't know where, like, you're not, it's not that you're not remembering things, you're making up new things, right? DEI Teddy Roosevelt. Wait till the next Assassin's Creed game, they might do it. I don't know. These woke-ass devs. The Rough Riders. Stop! Drop! It's a funny joke in there somewhere.
I thought young me had only seen this picture of him.
Hold on, there's a picture link of black Teddy Roosevelt. Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking at the URL. I'm going to post the URL in chat. I think it's the one you're thinking of. Theodore Roosevelt laughing, Wiki Commons. It's the exact picture you're thinking of. It's the exact... I haven't opened it yet. Let's see together. And there it is. Black guy alert. Black for sure, right? Does the hair not give it away? That's a white people hair, bro. What are you talking about? I guess vaguely. I don't know, man. The hair gives it away. Dr. Eggman. I mean, I can see a world maybe. I don't know. Why is his teeth like that? I think they're wooden. I think they had like wood veneers. Or is that George Washington? I think they're fake, right? They have to be. I guess if you've never met a black person, I always wonder like how diverse are other, because I've heard like some of my friends on my online friends grow up in like certain areas where they like didn't have black classmates. Like it took them a while to meet a black person, which is weird, right? We've had stories on Cringe Confessional where it's like, yeah, I saw my first black person at 7 years old, like in real life, right? They would see them on TV or whatever, which is crazy to me, you know? Nuts. It's insane to say I saw my first black person. I've told this story before, but I have a cousin-in-law who had this very bad tick. I don't know how to put it, but every time she would see a black person in public, she would laugh hysterically. She was like 3 or 4. That seems like a very bad perk to roll if you're a parent. Like, what a terrible thing to like have to fix on your kid. Like, how do you even bring that up? That's a... Uh-oh. I was imagining an adult. No, she's like 4 years old. She would just laugh hysterically. Like, they'd be like, you know, pushing a stroller at the mall. And she would see like a black guy or a black woman and then start laughing a lot. Passive taunt. It's like a very bad perk to roll in like, what's the Rogue Legacy, right? Reroll the stats. You got to reroll the whole kid. Bro, not this one. She has the Joker laugh, but for black people, oh, man. Okay, anyway, back to Black Teddy Roosevelt.
And I thought he looked like an old jolly black uncle or something. I don't know what my baby child brain was thinking.
No, I kind of get it. Obviously, with hindsight, we could look at this and laugh at it as adults, but I could maybe see it a little if I didn't look at the picture for very long. Right? It's black and white. The Unction, that's the Rough Rider convention. Yeah.
Cut to 2013. I'm 9 years old,
Sure.
and I'm in 4th grade.
I went to Kenya in middle school and visited a school where all the kids thought my skin would feel like silk. My mom went to college at North Carolina, and she went to college with Michael Jordan. Actually, said he was very nice. She didn't know him very well. They just had a couple classes together. But my mom was in college in, I think, like 1982, if I'm doing the math right, like early 80s, right? Really? Damn. Adults had kids early back then. I had my kid at 30. She had me at like 24, 25, 26. Jesus. But I bring this up because her first college roommate was a black girl who thought that like her family taught her that white people were like the devil and like sacrifice goats. And I don't know how serious this is. Maybe my mom plays up this story, but she said that it was like a problem. Like her roommate like brought it up to the dean or whatever and like was. And by the way, this is North Carolina, so like I don't know, it's not but anyway, that's what she said happened. And this is like the old day. It's like, 1982 or whatever. It's not like we have the internet back then, but depends on university a lot. It was University of North Carolina. Go Tar Heels or whatever. He was the one Michael Jordan went to. He played college ball or whatever. Chapel Hill, is that what it is? UNC? Unk! That's funny. Yeah, it's The reason I bring this up is because it is bizarre what blanks your brain will fill in if you don't have life experience. And just based on what people tell you. Like Teddy Roosevelt is black.
My advanced Ella class is starting to read a book about societal racism and discrimination.
Right.
To introduce the topic of racism to us feeble-minded children, my teacher, who we'll call Mr. K, opens the class talking about famous black people.
Sure.
At one point, he asks the question,
no.
who is the first black president? Everyone, in unison, gets up from their seats and yells out, Barack Obama. Except me. Through everyone else's answers, I yell out, Teddy Roosevelt.
That's very funny. Now you're the class clown. You now have to pivot into class clown. You were making a funny joke and everybody laughed. Good one, Chatter. Very funny. What if the teacher agreed? That's right. Everyone forgets about Unc Teddy.
Mr. K looks at me in a way that could barely be
funny.
described. But one thing's clear. He was bewildered.
Have you guys not seen
His
the
piercing
picture?
stare is immediately followed up by everyone else in the classroom.
That's funny.
They all look and laugh at me like I'm a dumbass, which, like, they're right. As I slowly begin to sit down, Mr. K tells me, no, that's wrong, Chatter. Our current president, Barack Obama...
Did he need to correct you? Like, clearly you're wrong. If everybody else in the class knows, he has to pull you aside. No, Chatter, it's not Teddy Roosevelt.
Our current president...
No matter how convincing the picture looks.
Our current president, Barack Obama, became the first black president when he won the election in 2008. At this...
There's a little thing in parentheses here that says, for some reason, I also remember him wagging his finger at me while saying this, although I think that's wrong. I have a false memory. No, it's not Teddy Roosevelt. Dude, if I'm that teacher, I am relishing. It sounds like he wanted to wag his finger at somebody for a long time, and so he just got the opportunity. No. You dreamed that nightmare for sure. Yeah, I think this might be a dream you had, Chatter. This might be one of those situations where you don't know if it's real or not.
At this age, I had a very fragile perfectionist ego, so getting literally any fact wrong would make me unreasonably sad.
That's very funny.
This time, however, it was 10 times worse, as I started to cry.
Oh, no.
Mr. K lets me go to the bathroom. All the while, almost everyone is still laughing.
Dude, no.
I run into a bathroom stall and begin bawling and sniffling into the toilet paper for a solid 5 minutes.
Dude, no.
When I get back, no one is laughing, but I can hear a few kids snicker. Mr. K and the kid I sat next to asked if I was okay, and the rest of the day continued as normal. 11 years later, and this is my Joker origin story.
I mean, you gotta be wrong sometime. I feel like everybody has this experience, but just not quite as fantastic, right? Like, it's not quite this big, and you don't remember the first time you're wrong in school. That's pretty bad. Funny story, though. Thank you for submitting. I think that's the teacher's fault, bro. You gotta you gotta let it roll off the back, man. That teacher's fucked up for singling you out.
In my freshman year of high school.
That's your Joker moment? Chatter is wrong one time. And hates society. What is the driving the car? Say that again is very funny. Other guys just looking out the window, thing is watching the road. That's funny. I like that. I like it when chat's creative. That's a good one.
In my freshman year of high school, I had my first experience with trying to let a guy down gently.
Ooh.
I fucked it way the hell up.
Dude, how do you even approach people now? God. Like, letting guys down gently is such a scary thing to do, because they might be a fucking freak. And as a guy, how do you, like, be like, hey, I'm normal, but I like you. Can we, like, be normal about this? Right? And then, like, if you do it wrong, you might get posted on the internet for other people to make fun of. Oh, God. I saw a report recently, I feel like you guys probably did too, which is like 45% of guys under a certain age have not approached a woman. God, what a fucked up world. In 2025, you gently turn a guy down and he turns into the Joker. Just turns into Andrew Tate now. That's it. I'm going my own way. I'm now a fitness tuber.
He admitted his...
It's gotta be scary, right?
He admitted...
It's scary for guys, too, because, again, like, guys don't want to be fucking put on the internet for being weird one time, for being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. Oh, God, dude. It's gotta suck.
He admitted his feelings.
I tried to gently let a girl down, and she turned into Harley Quinn. What, like obsessed with you, or just like girl Joker? That could go a couple ways. Guys do not have the hardship in this situation. Sure they do. Not as bad, obviously, but I sympathize with dudes that don't want to, like, put themselves out there, right? It can be bad, too. Group chats? Yeah, exactly. Like, there's fucking... It's scary, man. Shit follows you. I get it.
He admitted his feelings. I said I'm sorry,
Sex on
but I
both
just
sides.
don't feel that way about you.
Dating apps really do work, though. Do they? All I hear is that they don't and that they're ass. I have no clue. I don't want to be weird, so I just never approach love interests. So. They can, yes. I feel like they probably work for some people and not for others. And you either got to be attractive or funny. But I don't even know if being funny works. Probably depends on the app. Sorry, I'm fascinated by this.
He
Sorry.
admitted
okay,
it. I
go back.
fucked it way
Okay.
the hell up.
Sorry.
He admitted his feelings. I said I'm sorry, but I just don't feel that way about you.
Uh-huh.
He then asked that I tell him why I didn't feel that way about him.
Ooh.
Panic. I did not know that this was a question that could potentially happen in these kinds of discussions.
Man, this is... Oh, how do you... It's not your type. You're just not my type. Not my type. How do you even describe it? I think they have to ask 3 times before you explain it. Right? You made a weird joke that made me weird.
I had not prepared for this question.
Okay, yeah.
He wanted an answer. He grabbed my arm so I couldn't just peace out.
Oh, that's different!
He did this in front of the entire high school band.
Oh my God, wait.
He asked again, loudly. We are now causing a scene. Panic. I was desperate for anything I could say that would make this situation stop.
Okay. It's going to be very hard for me not to be sympathetic with you here. But I think that you submit this story because you probably did something very irrational. Please, what did you do?
Something he couldn't argue with,
Yeah.
but not something that was an insult to him personally.
Sure.
I didn't actually have a problem with this guy.
Right? Oh, we're really
And
building
so,
this up.
I said
Uh-huh.
to this boy and the entire high school band that was watching
Yeah.
that I was actually an incredibly devout Christian and that I was forbidden by God to date outsiders.
Not a terrible gambit. That's not a terrible... You could have gone way worse on that. The old man upstairs saving us once again. He is great.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
That's not so
Next
bad.
school year he tried to date a Jehovah's Witness who turned him down for the exact same reason except she was being honest.
Imagine being that guy. Not again! Keep getting cock-blocked by Jesus. Dude, come on! Dude. Dude must think God hates him. God put every attractive girl in this school on his righteous path. Wow! How am I supposed to compete with the guy that created the universe? The man who made all of creation. Wow. Okay. I know somebody who got the planning on being a nun excuse 4 times. Dude, that's insane. All of his forgiveness for me. Wow. Had to create everything that we know of. All the animals, all the people. Oh, man. I would think I was cursed by a witch. Eventually, you just come to expect it. I would join the congregation. Fuck it. You know what? I'm Christian now. Now what are you going to do? Me too, lady. I happen to hold Jesus in my heart too. What are you going to do about it? Let's go to the ice cream social together and worship him. That's funny. Coney, can we have Rod? Yeah, I guess he hasn't been around for a while. Here's a little Rod. I've been going slow tonight. We got a lot more to go, and it's what, 10:20? I just like talking to you guys. Streaming is fun. I like talking to people through the internet.
In my freshman year of high school, I had my...
By funny, do you mean my whole sense of humor is 5-year-old memes and reaction gifs? If so, being funny on dating apps probably works great. I think it depends on what you're going for. Like, it depends. If you want, like, a normie, you got to send, like, Kermit and Office gifs. Although that wouldn't work now. That's, like, my generation. What's Gen Alpha like? The fucking dogs. Check out my dog. I don't know. Insta memes? Sure. Kermit still hits. Kermit memes will always work, yeah. Gen Alpha is in school. Is it? Oh, I'm thinking Zoomers, right? Zoomers. I've interchanged Zoomers and Alpha because I realize I can't keep saying Zoomers to make fun of like TikTok teenagers. You're right.
In my freshman year of high school, I had my first experience with trying
What
to let a
grade?
guy down gently. I fucked it way.
Oh, whoops. I didn't copy paste. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I'm sorry. Don't be mad. The thing is that once you hit a certain age, you literally have to pay $15 a week. A week? These dating apps are $60 a month? That can't be right. Dude. Old tax? I got to get off my parents' insurance and pay my date app? That's wild. Dating apps are predatory as fuck. Jeez.
In 7th grade, there was a girl who asked me out because she found out I wasn't straight, and we dated for about 6 months.
Okay.
My friend at the time, well, him Caden. Him and I planned to bid for about a month before the end of the school year.
Uh-huh.
So, on the last day of school during lunch, we jumped up onto 2 tables across the cafeteria from each other and screamed each other's names while I did the hand signs for the Chaitori, and he did the charge up for the Razungan, before we ran at each other across the cafeteria.
I don't know what those mean. The Naruto, right? Like the Leaf Village shit? Is that what we're doing? Naruto. Okay. This sounds really cool. Yeah.
In the moment, we felt incredible and awesome.
I bet you did, yeah.
We did this hoping that I would impress the girl I was with, and that he would impress other women and his friends.
Oh my god. Well, it is 7th grade. I thought this was like high school. 7th grade is where you got to get this out of your system. It could be worse. Continue on.
As we got closer to each other, I realized we didn't plan the end of it. So we just ran into each other and fell, got yelled at.
Sure.
And then a week later, I caught the girl I was dating cheating on me with Caden.
No, my brother. Caden, no, my brother, no. It worked. Wait, it worked for Caden? The Rasengan worked, but not the Shidori? Really? She was so captivated by the power of the Rasengan. Itachi. Who's the bad guy in Naruto? You should be him. Pain? Is it Pain? I've heard that before. Is it Itachi? Sasuke? Sasuke, right? You should be Sasuke. Your brother betrayed you. Zuko? Is it him? Madara? There's a lot of those. That's funny. Cheating in 7th grade, bro? That's when it'll happen. Yes, absolutely people cheat in 7th grade. People don't know consequences yet. You don't know right from wrong at that point. Itachi. It's stuck in my Mangekyu and the eyes only see blood. But I'm so glad that you mentioned that was Caden and that he stole her away with the Rasengan. That's very funny. Oh, that's good.
Just to set the scene, when I was 7-10, I knew this Hispanic girl named Alejandra, and the backyard had a really steep hill.
This is an excellent intro. This is some creative writing 301 shit. You've established intrigue already. We have our subject, and we have something that will definitely come into play later. I like that.
So one time we were playing, and I don't remember how, but somehow we had a sudden brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
What if one of us got in a wheelbarrow and went down?
Oh my god.
You can guess what happens next?
Right.
I pushed her down that hill.
Yeah.
It still haunts me to this day.
This chatter respects our time.
She flew down so fast it happened in seconds, flying into the side of the house at Mach 3, bursting into tears.
Something about the side of the house is funny to me. I don't know. I thought she would like fall out, but Like, you didn't plan for that? You didn't plan for it to hit the side of the house? Did you not? Did she crash through the house? Like a Looney Tune? Why would you not, like, you thought it would stop at some point? Like, why? Just slamming in and then crying is funny to me.
What did I do, you may ask? Ran down the hill as fast as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Right past her and all the way back home.
This is an extremely funny visual. This is a great visual. Throwing her down the hill. She slams into the side of the house, starts bursting and crying, and you just run right through her and just run home. Oh, that's really funny. This is a good writer.
I know, I
That's
still
awesome.
feel bad, okay?
That's very funny.
At least she wasn't too hurt, believe it or not.
Oh, that's funny.
After a while, they somehow let me come back.
Oh, that's
Being the
good.
genius I was after, they told me she wasn't home. I wandered into their backyard,
Mhm.
found a pocket knife and a piece of foam.
What?
So I just started stabbing the shit out of it as you
What
do.
the fuck? In the
Her
backyard?
father heard noises, so he slowly opened the curtain, stared at me for a good 10 seconds, and wordlessly, slowly closed the curtain. They must think I'm a psychopath.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, children can be dumb and a little demented.
I would send you home. You can't hang out with Chatter anymore. Alejandra, sweetie, you can't play with Chatter. Chatter's fucked up. I don't know what's going on with Chatter. Oh my god. I would call your parents. You were 7 to 10 at that point? I don't know how I'm going to react the first time my kid gets hurt with another kid, like, playing. Because, like, usually if it's a small thing, it's whatever. But, like, I won't be mad at the kid. Kids play whatever. But, like, when do you escalate a situation? When do I have to call the parent, right? When do I have to... Crime Confessional starting up early, bro. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to cringe.coney.gg. We need more stories. We are in May of last year. This will dry up at some point. I don't think I've ever asked YouTube directly to contribute. There's a lot more of you guys out there than there is here on Twitch. So please submit. I promise it's anonymous, okay? Nobody will know. I want to keep this going. I thought these were current by now. Nope. We're in May of last year, but we will run dry at some point. One day, we might run out of poop stories forever. Very sad.
One day in kindergarten, I was very bored and decided to collect those small pieces of lead that fall off the tip of a pencil whenever
right.
it breaks.
Mm-hmm.
I only collected a handful throughout the day.
Okay.
Later, I was talking with a friend, presumably about video games, and for some ungodly reason, I showed him the pieces of lead and decided to tell him that if you collect a lot of them, you can use it on any game disk's backside to change it into a completely different game, as if it were a magic trick.
Uh-huh.
He seemed to believe me, but nothing of significance happened until about a week later, where it was minutes before class ended and I was called into another classroom where my friend was.
What? I love little kid brains. Oh, man, I'm bored with this game. I'm bored with Lego Star Wars. Let me just grab a pencil and hope you get... what game would it eat? Minecraft? Like, what game would you even... You just write Minecraft on the disc. Ta-da!
Apparently, he had been constantly breaking the tips of pencils and asking the teacher to use the loud automatic sharpener she had plugged into the wall. And I guess he never explained why until she forced him to when she found out he had a bag full of lead pieces.
This kid is going to start up his own GameStop. I got to sell this somewhere. He's going to build an empire.
The only thing I remember doing was admitting to having told him that CDs could be modified into any game he wanted by scratching them with pieces of lead.
Dude.
The teacher told him to dump them all in the trash.
My empire!
Teacher did, and I felt a large wave of immense guilt and cringe getting him in trouble because of a stupid lie. Anyway, thanks Coney for reading this.
That's a good story.
Hope you have a nice day.
I did. That was a good story. My lead! All my games! My life's work! That's a good story. Kids believe that shit, man. You could tell kids anything, man. They just don't have the life experience. How would they know?
Pretty sure I caused my dad to lose out on a promotion because of a meatball. Let me explain.
please.
When I was 16, my dad was the one who picked me up from school and took me back home.
Okay.
My dad was a teacher first, but was also a referee as a side hustle.
Okay.
He had apparently gained notoriety and was asked to come to a dinner with our state's referee administration to discuss a promotion.
Cool.
This meeting was pretty soon after school, so my dad had to take me with him to the meeting.
Uh-oh.
So we're at the meeting, and it turns out there's a spaghetti dinner.
Right.
My dad asked if I could eat at the table with him, and the board members had no problem with it.
Oh, God, this poor dad. What do you do? Oh, man, what do? You can't... Dude. What do you do? This is a 90s sitcom bit. Yeah, I thought the boss was coming over for dinner. That's like a 50s sitcom bit, but his fault for bringing a kid. Yeah, but like, could you not just drop the kid off at home and be like, "Hey, man, just be alone for a little bit." I was a latchkey kid. Maybe I was different, but if you're 16, man, hey, just hang out at the house.
They should have. I was incredibly socially anxious at the time, and I vividly remember concocting a scheme to not have to talk to anyone. Always have food in your mouth. So here I am, absolutely defiling and desecrating this plate of spaghetti and meatballs.
Hey, man, your kid's really hungry. Is he all right? Does he want more?
In my haste, I stabbed my fork into an entire meatball and put it in my mouth.
Oh.
I guess I was so nervous that I forgot to chew, and it got lodged in my throat. Squidward with the fork style. I remember realizing I was choking, and at first trying to downplay it.
Uh-huh.
But it hurt.
Yeah.
I'm nearly crying now and turning a little blue, according to my dad. I finally grip his arm and look up at him.
Dude!
He looks down at his high school freshman son choking on a meatball and gives me the deepest frown I'd ever seen.
Oh my God,
He grabs
man.
my arm and gets up from his seat, muttering, "Oh my fucking God," under his breath as he pulls me to a secluded side hallway, whereupon he begins Heimliching me.
That poor dad, man. Oh my God. These moments... Like, obviously, the dad shouldn't have been this, like, exasperated. Your life is at stake. But, dude, he's trying so hard with his poor fucking promotion, man. Also, you're 16, man? Oh, my God. Okay. All right.
Eventually, the entire goddamn meatball comes out of my mouth still completely intact and splats onto the carpet.
Right.
He then angrily told me to go wait out in the car.
Oh, yeah.
This would have been embarrassing already. But I guess my dad didn't pick a good hallway because it was not secluded. The entire board was staring as this man squeezed his son from behind until he worked up a meatball. They watched the entire thing unfold with a perfect view.
Okay.
I sobbed my way to the car, and that's all I remember. Fast forward, he tells me that not only did he not get the promotion, but that the dinner was cut off about 5 minutes after the meatball fiasco. Dad and I laugh about it now, but I know at the time he was ready to put me up for adoption.
Okay, why would that have to do with the promotion, man? Why would that even factor in? I don't think you did that. I'm sure it was embarrassing for him, right? I'm sure it got him off his game. But, like, I don't think that should, like, disqualify him from employment, right? That's funny. That's a good story, though. I just like that the dad isn't like a wholesome, sitcom dad about it. He's just, oh my fucking God, again. This kid just causes so many problems. I should have just dropped him off at home. Why can't he ride the fucking bus? I guess it's my fault. I didn't teach this fucking kid how to do anything. Now he's choking on a meatball. Okay. But what if it gave them a promotion? What if a kid chokes on a meatball at a baseball game, right? Maybe he's a hero. I'd be more mad at the board for judging me about that if I was the dad. What the hell? I mean, two things can be true, right? I'd be mad at both of them. My fuck-ass son for choking on a meatball, and the board for not hiring me. And if you don't subscribe with the Twitch Prime or Tier 1, I'm going to be mad at you. I'm going to run ads in 3 minutes, and you can't avoid them. Subscribe with the Twitch Prime, please. It doesn't auto-renew, and it's free. Go below the stream and click the button that says subscribe. I don't know why it's my favorite thing to do now is just saying that, like, I'm going to be mad at you or chat being mad at me. I know I've been doing it a lot. I just think it's very funny. I don't know why. Leveraging just the social whatever it is, just getting mad. I think getting mad is funny. I don't know why it's good. It's fun. It sounds very personal, right? It sounds like I'm like you specifically. It had to have come from the Tui stream, I think. Yeah, I think it came from the. I think it was the don't get mad shit, the Tui thing that just carried over. It's very good. I'm gonna be mad. Thanks, Scratchy. Thank you, Rocky Barrel. I think it all started there. That's funny. Okay.
Back when I was 16 or so, I had set up my computer to be projected onto the home TV so our family could play Jackbox together.
Porn. It's a porn story. First sentence. Hentai, maybe. Something worse? Furry porn. Double down. Lock it in.
After we were done, I asked my sister to unplug the Steam Link. I used to do that.
Hoonie Pop!
She didn't unplug it. I'm not sure why I took her at her word. I was back in my room, never checked the home TV, and did what any 16-year-old would do all alone in their room with a computer.
Right.
In the middle of the sesh, my dad knocked on my door, informed me that the Steam Link was still plugged in, and told me in a very disappointed voice, "You shouldn't be on those websites."
What website were you on? Was your dad right? If you were just on, like, Pornhub, like, come on, man. But for Affinity, if the dad doesn't, yeah, it depends on the site, right?
This has not come up since, and I choose to believe it was a dream.
You could talk to your dad about that. Thank you, Iron Man, for the prime. You could talk to your dad, right? Dear old dad, if you can't talk to your dad, who do you talk to? I want to know what the site was. I need to know. It was just actually on Twitch. I think that would be worse for me. If my son is 16 and he's looking at like Twitch cam stuff instead of like a real site, son, dude, those ladies don't like you. No, she's writing your name on the board. No, man, she's in the hot tub. No. No, man, you know, like, the better stuff is free. There's no personal connection here, son. Come on. Oh, no. Son, don't leave proof. And now your name's on the whiteboard. You paid $10 to be identified. Come on, son. That's funny. Thank you for the other gifty triple-eyed Cyclops. I don't like that name. I don't like that name because it's wrong for 2 reasons. That's funny. If you caught your daughter watching a streamer, which one would you be proud of? Dan Giesling. It would have to be a Nintendo tuber. Northern Lion? No. It would, like, I really don't know that many family-friendly. Are there any kid streamers? Probably not. Because why would the kid, right? Like, YouTube is fine. Ludwig? No. Ludwig is for your, like, 18 to 22-year-old, like, coming-of-age viewer, I think. That's his vibe, right? Probably a little bit older now because he's, like, Ludwig is, like, cool older brother, like, you're just getting out of high school and need, like, a male role model kind of thing, right? Northern Lion is like, I don't think any streamers are for that age group. And I'm thinking about it because, like, kids have all kinds of stuff on YouTube. There's all kinds of Minecraft YouTube. And I genuinely respect, like, gaming creators that are, how do I put this? Gaming creators that are family-friendly that, like, take that responsibility seriously. Right? I think that's cool. Because, like, a lot of people think that's, like, selling out or, like, that's, you know, dumbing yourself down, watering yourself down. But it's its own skill set. Seriously. It is strange that every one of those types is super... Every other one of those types is super Christian. I guess it comes with the territory, though, right? Thanks, People Sneak. I think that's fine, but I don't think there's any, like, streamer for kids type. So I don't think she would watch any streamers. Right? Doug Doug? No. Doug Doug's not for kids at all. He's just not crass. Probably smaller ones, sure. Failboat? Maybe Failboat. I mean, the Kirby draw is good. I don't know if Failboat, like, is... I've watched his stuff on YouTube, which seemed kind of family-friendly. It wasn't like... I don't know how he is on stream, right? But Arlo? No. Come on. If my kid's watching Arlo, I'm like, sweetie, you don't need to know about, like, industry and Nintendo news. I get he's a puppet. This is too intense for you. Let's watch Super Mario, right? Come on. Arlo is for 30-year-olds? Yeah, no, come on. Don't be a geek, sweetie. Come on. Philbo does swear a bit on stream. I don't think there is a like a streamer Twitch for kids. YouTube has a lot, but that's interesting. Honestly, Dan Giesling was probably the answer. Yeah, he takes that shit seriously, and I genuinely admire that. That's cool. You need people like that, man. Now, if my kid watched Dan Giesling, I'd be worried that she was boring as shit. Not because he's boring, but why the fuck are you watching Spelunky runs? He did like 1 million Spelunky runs for a while. It was like, dude, he does like deep into game challenges. I'd be like, sweetie, do you want to watch those? You're 5, right? Like, if you're older, that's fine, right? That's second monitor content. You can listen to it. Yeah, if my kid's watching UFO 50, right, we have a problem. We're getting into ballet, right? Let's learn field hockey. Still fighting Radon again? Who's that guy on your Tekken stream that only does Isaac runs? That's my goat, Lazy Matt Man. I love Matt Man. He figured out life. He has his golden goose, and he squeezes it once a day, and out comes golden egg. Amazing. YouTube Matt Man is like a different guy. Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. You could just play Cuphead? You think I play Cuphead and upload a video every day? If there were more Cuphead likes, I would be a Cuphead tuber. I'm not joking. If we had a new Cuphead like once every 2 months, I'd be a Cuphead tuber. That shit is so funny to me. If I could get a new Enchanted Portals or Rubber Hose Rampage, I love those. They're so funny. Whoa, guys, new mod. Dude, in a perfect world, Cuphead is like Friday Night Funkin', and I could just play mods. Oh, my God. I'd be a millionaire. Dude. God. That'd be so cool. I had an idea a while ago. Sorry I'm ranting so much. I had an idea a while ago, which was playing Hitman. But it's modded with... I was like, there have to be Hitman mods, right? And I wanted to mod it so that I was Mario, and I tried to kill, like, Bowser. And, like, all the party guests were Koopas. And I thought that would be an extremely funny stream. But there are no mods for that game. Not that way. I thought it would be so funny. So... I thought it'd be so obvious. Like, you could play a Shrek or, like, I don't know, Thomas the Tank Engine or Peter Griffin in every game. So I was like, oh, surely there's a Mario Hitman one. Surely there would be, like, Kermit, right? Hitman where you play as Coney and kill chatters? Very elaborate cactus bit. There's a guy in chat that pisses me off. That's it. I'm going to kill you. And I mod his name into Hitman and play the game for an hour. He's an elusive target. That's it. I'm going to kill you. Modify some code. Excellent work, Coney. He has his own HQ and bodyguards. This chatter is very well connected. This chatter is in charge of the Bulgarian government. Chatter just said the N-word in my stream, and suddenly he's like a crime kingpin. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's really good. Except it's E. Compton informing you. It's the big-ass gorilla. No, it's big-ass gorilla giving me the information. Cody! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Oh, my God, man. This is a very funny... This is a funny idea. This is a very funny idea. God. That's it, chatter. I'm gonna kill you. Oh. I wonder if I could do that with like how would Squeaks take it? If I played Hitman, I was like, all right guys, today we're gonna kill Squeaks. And I modded Squeaks into Hitman and I went to go kill Squeaks. Squeaks would be like, why is he killing me? Squeaks and I have like interacted like twice. We've raided each other. You'd be like, why me? What a weird way to force it. Depends if you tell him or not. I wouldn't. That's a fun way to force collabs with streamers. Today I'm going to kill Connor Eats Pants. Find my way onto Fortnite Friday. I'm getting on there. Oh, that's funny. Oh. Yes, hello?
Coney, I just want to say that I was watching a Marvel Rivals video the other day and I heard the Spiderman noise and got so confused thinking Winston showed up.
That's funny. That's good. Dude, I get a lot of Marvel Rival shit on my YouTube now, and it's all just like, 10 tips, 5 tips, or whatever. YouTube thinks I'm really into Marvel now. Because I've been watching videos about the new Marvel movie because I'm fascinated from the outside of, like, watching an empire crumble, right? Like, I don't give a shit about Marvel movies at all, and I never have. But, like, watching, like, this new movie did dog shit, and they spent all this money. I'm just kind of curious, right? Like, it feels like we're at this turning point now, and it's fun to be a part of or whatever, so. I get so many Marvel Rival videos with, like, 100 views, yeah. Okay, sorry. This is a long side note. Okay.
When I was in the 6th grade, puberty hit me like a truck. I was a hormonal mess, and in particular had an issue with erections.
Oh my god.
I would have them constantly and at random times for seemingly no reason.
Maybe I don't remember what it's like to be young. I don't think this was a problem for me, but maybe I'm just older. Terrible perk. Not now! I remember it sometimes where it would just happen for no reason, but not enough for it to be a problem. You just tuck that shit in.
One day at the end of English class, I had an erection.
Sure. How often is constantly? Yeah, that's a good question.
This normally wouldn't be an issue. However, that day I wore baggy sweatpants and loose boxers. I knew if I stood up, then everyone would see my penis at full mast, and I would be the laughingstock of the class. So, I concocted a plan. I thought that if I ran to the bathroom fast enough, then no one would be able to notice my penis. I packed my things into my backpack, braced myself, and as soon as the bell rang signaling the end of class, I sprinted to the door at full speed.
I think that's more conspicuous. That guy has a boner. Classic sprint to the bathroom technique. Boing.
I ran like a man possessed, and once I reached the door, I swung it open as hard and as fast as I could before running into the nearest bathroom. Once there, I waited for about 10 minutes for my erection to go down.
10 minutes?
When I walked out the bathroom, I noticed a commotion at the door to my class. I walked over to see what had happened to see a girl with blood rushing out of her nose crying. It turns out that when I slammed the door open, I failed to notice a young girl walking behind me who I had slammed the door directly into her face, breaking her nose.
Oh my god!
I was sent to the principal's office and was given detention.
Detention? I mean, I guess so. I guess you need something, right? I mean, you have a great alibi here. It was an emergency, right? Like, you had to go then. We've all been there, right? You have an alibi here. Nobody has to know it was a boner.
Luckily, due to the ensuing chaos, no one had noticed my erection.
Phew.
Lesson learned.
You gotta check the cams. Wait a minute. Who was it that broke her nose? Let's bring up the school footage. Enhance! Enhance!
Lesson learned. Always wear jeans and never wear sweatpants outside the house.
Uh-oh! Boner alert! Oh, that's funny. That's good. I don't know why that's funny. He did the bathroom technique. There it is again. That's a funny story. Oh, okay. There's not really anything to add to that one. That was a good one. Thanks.
Before we get to the story, let me add some context.
Yeah?
For some reason, Xbox Cloud Gaming was completely unblocked on my school's internet.
Okay.
And most kids spent their time playing Fortnite in class using this method.
Where's this going?
But I have differing interests.
Okay. That is an ominous sentence.
Now, it's nearing the end of the school year, and thus I didn't have much more work to do.
Dude, that is an awesome sentence. But I have differing interests. That could mean anything. That could mean that you have more sophisticated gaming tastes, or you're like looking at some bad shit on the like I'm Hooney Pop. Yeah, exactly. Like, what do we mean by that? Let's continue.
Now, it's nearing the end of the
Oh,
school
that's
year,
funny.
and thus I didn't have much more work to do.
Okay.
The first game I decided to play before lunch was Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh god, they put the hyphens in there and everything.
Nothing cringe happened there.
Sure.
I even made sure not to play matches against certain characters to avoid getting in trouble.
They put namely Biken in parentheses. They're not playing against Biken. Is that the only problematic character? No Jacko? Jacko's not so bad, I guess.
After lunch, I then proceeded to play a game called Need
Goat
for
game.
Speed.
Goat
Hot
game.
Pursuit
Good taste.
Remastered.
This guy has good taste.
Although the remaster came out in 2020,
Okay,
the original game was released in 2010, and as such, contains a lot of music from around that era.
Oh, it's relevant. I thought we were just getting a wiki dump for some reason. Okay, no, this is important then.
I had my volume.
Thanks for the history lesson. We're all assholes. We all nerded that guy, and now we're shitheads.
I had my volume off,
Caught.
so that normally wouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
However, this game has a handy-dandy little pop-up on the bottom left of the screen whenever a new song came up.
Mm-hmm.
Guess which song was cringe enough for me to have written this confession?
I don't know.
It was Ruling Me by Weezer. Now, I did not even know this song was in the game prior to seeing it pop up there. So I randomly said in class, out loud, wait, they have Weezer in this game?
What the fuck? Weezer? The teacher, what is he doing? Weezer's in this game? What?
The kid sitting beside me then gave me a, what are you doing with your life? Look.
That's the end of the story. You blew up the spot for all the kids. Everybody else is playing Fortnite, and you gotta be like, hey guys, this game has Weezer. Why would you say that out loud? That's the end of the story. You just recognized the Weezer song? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, this remaster came out in 2020. You're in school on computers. Chatter's like 20? 21 maybe? Young Chatter. Maybe 19. Maybe 18. I don't like that Weezer is a meme band now. I don't know when that happened. I've never liked them, but it's weird that they've like become co-opted, you know. Fortnite has Weezer now? I know. Dude, Fortnite's eating up every game genre. Africa by Toto cover. They did do that, didn't they? Is that when it all started? I remember Fallout Boy did We Didn't Start the Fire, and it was bad. It was bad. Buddy Holly riff became a big meme. Really? I don't know that one. They rhymed George Floyd with Metroid, man. George Floyd and Metroid. I forgot about that. They did that. It's like the Bad to the Bone riff. What is even the Buddy Holly riff? Hold on. Like I know the song, but like what's the riff there? Oh. That one? That doesn't I don't get why that's funny. But I guess I'm not, you know, whatever. You got Weezered. Buddy Holly song Weezered. I'm looking at the meme thing now. You just got Weezered.
You just got Weezered.
What? Oh, it's like Rick rolling. Here's a Mario Paint one, or okay. It's the Final Fantasy VII version. It's not funny, man. It's not funny. It's not good. Christ, I hate Weezer. I don't know why we're forcing this. Usually, Zoomers are funny. I think it's a pretty funny generation, but not on that one. Stickbugged is kind of funny, though. Stickbugged isn't so bad. It's more just because I like the song.
Hi, Coney.
Coney, don't act like this is my fault. It's your generation, man. If I have to be responsible for millennial gifts and office posting, you have to be responsible for Weezering.
Hi, Coney.
Hold on, let me change the name. Let's go. We were Charles earlier. Let's do Peter.
Hi, Coney.
There we go.
I'm a happily married man with 3 kids.
Weezering is funny. Shut up.
Last month, I came across my 13-year-old son, who we'll call Luke, as he was looking at the Instagram profile of a girl his age, Sarah. He explained to me he's had a crush on her for a while, but was too nervous to ask her out.
Okay.
I offered to help, taking his laptop and sending her a message.
No fucking dude. Why did you take the laptop from him? Why would you take... You can help guide him and be like, okay, this is the right way to do this. Don't take... Maybe it's a turn of phrase. What did you say? What happened?
It was a completely innocent exchange of how are yous and compliments.
Right.
With permission from her mother,
Modern Family
we set
bit.
up a date at the local Applebee's.
That's sweet.
I brought my son to the restaurant, got him a table for 2, and took a seat at the bar where I could keep an eye on things from a distance while respecting their privacy.
How do you handle this as a parent? I haven't come to this problem yet. Freak dead? No, I don't. Is it? I think it's just some, like, am I a neglectful parent for, like, I think setting it up is fine. But I think you'd, like, sit in the car. Why do you need to keep an eye on things, right? You don't need to, like... I'm trying to, like, think of, like, I'm trying to be a present parent, you know? Like, okay.
I brought my... About 10 minutes later, she showed up and sat at the table.
Oh, she doesn't even know you're there. Okay. Silent assassin shit.
Unexpectedly, her mother saw me seated at the bar watching the kids talk, and quickly figured out who I was.
Sure.
She came over and said, "Your son seems really sweet."
Aw.
"He really is," I replied, "although he can't take all the credit. I had to give him a sort of push to get things rolling." She laughed and said, "Oh, were you doing the messaging for him?"
Oh,
I was.
This is going to turn into a... She was
She
doing the
laughed
messaging
again.
for them.
That's
yeah.
funny. I saw the message on Sarah's phone while she was at volleyball practice.
Adorable.
So I was
Yeah.
doing the responses for her.
Very cute.
She told me she
Okay.
thinks Luke is cute, so I knew she wouldn't mind.
This is a Modern Family bit. This was stolen. Wait, really? Is this actually from Modern Family? Hold on, let's see how it ends.
This time I laughed and said without thinking, "So I guess this is a double date." Coney. Unbeknownst to me, Sarah's mom...
Literally didn't change the names. Hold on.
Coney. Unbeknownst to me, Sarah's mom is a single mother of 2, and her divorce had only been finalized 6 months prior. She didn't read my comment as the joke it was intended to be. But I didn't want to leave early and ruin the evening for my son, so for the rest of the evening, I had to softly laugh off this lonely woman's clumsy
This does sound
flirtations
like a
and subtly
sitcom.
brush
This
off her
doesn't feel
attempts
real.
to touch my leg.
I mean, Keen, how would you have known, right? If you haven't seen it, how would you have known this?
At the end of the night, I had to come clean and tell her that I'm married and was only present for my son. She was understandably upset and made a big scene. After that, she forbade her daughter from seeing my son. Fortunately, Her daughter is a bit of a rebel, so she only wants
We're
to see
role-playing
Luke
like the
more,
dad in Modern
so there's
Family.
the silver lining to the story.
I know my standard sitcom scenario. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had alarm bells going off when I heard a Coney chatter with 3 kids and the oldest one is 13. I was like, that can't be that common. That can't be, like, I'm sure it exists. I'm not sure, but I feel like it probably exists. Like, there's probably a happily married, several kids out there, but they're probably on YouTube, and they probably don't submit to Cringe Confessional, and even if they do, they probably didn't get chosen. Like, we probably have a couple of these from, like, maybe young parents that had kids young or whatever, like, right? Coney, I'm 14. Your audience is mostly teenagers. No, they're not. My audience, everybody has this idea of what my audience is, and they will die to the death. People say it's like teenagers, people. My demo mostly is like 24 to 28, I think. 24 to 28 is the most. 23 to 18 is a pretty big chunk, obviously. But I've got a not insignificant amount of 28 to 32 or whatever. Like, it's real. I do need a census. You're right. On YouTube, I think it scales younger. People always lie about their age in their profiles. Well, no, because I don't get age data on Twitch. It's not a profile thing. It's like asking stream. Because why would they lie? Let me look at my my YouTube thing, because I'm curious. I haven't looked in a while. Analytics, audience. 9% female. That must be the million view video. 9% female. Oh, wow. 40% 18 to 24. 40% 25 to 34. So 18 to 34 is 80%. And this is on YouTube. Obviously, who knows? But 40% 18 24, 40% 25 34, 10% 35 to 44. That's a great range, dude. Dude, that's like an ideal demo. I got to sell more products. I need more merch. Holy shit. Yeah, it says I have 9% female and 2.5 user specified gender, which I guess is like non-binary. I don't know. High key, your female audience is def bigger than what's listed. The girlfriend of Coney Watchers Coalition exists. I have a lot of people that are like, my girlfriend hates you. Usually it's the opposite. It's like, yeah, my girlfriend can't stand you, and we can't put you on. Hate watchers, yeah. And I say this every time. I get it. I do. I understand. That's fine. Bobby, you're different, though, because your girlfriend, like, we know each other. Like, you and me know each other. Like, she's met me. Like, imagine seeing me through the screen and never meeting me in real life, right? You might have a different opinion, right? It might be a different world. My wife tolerates you. Well, that's how you know she's the one. I used to watch HBox. You were a breath of fresh air for her. What does that mean? I don't like what you meant by that. I like HBox, man. This is like, come on. Flickering the lights too much? Be nice. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I shouldn't have read that chat. I was just surprised. Putting HBox on the living room TV. You're gonna blow out your speakers. You're gonna flicker the lights, and you're gonna like get your. It's gonna hurt your eyes, man. Okay. Back to work. Sorry. I can't believe somebody really submitted a Modern Family, but we don't need that, man. My girlfriend loved the Ken Allen stream. She does your walk from the video a lot. Ken Allen stream? I don't know that one. Which one was the Ken Allen stream? The monkey? Oh. Ken Allen. Now I remember. The escaping monkey. I didn't remember his name. Funny that we're using the full government on that. Not the crazy monkey that kept escaping shit. My wife puts you on the TV to babysit me while she works. Oh, I'm your sensory content. That's great. Does she give you Cheerios too? Maybe some slime? That's precious. Thanks for watching, little slugger.
When I was in the sixth...
If you look up Luke Modern Family Date on Google, it's literally the frame where the dad is on the laptop. Okay.
When I was in the 6th grade around 2016 to 2017, I was a very big fan of the WWE, and at the time Dean Ambrose was very popular and I was a big fan.
Shield era.
After school I was talking to a friend while we waited for our parents to pick us up, and I'm telling about wrestling and talking about the moves they do.
Right.
I was telling him about a DDT but didn't explain it well because he didn't understand, so I decided it would be best to show him the move and he agreed.
That young man is now dead. Dude, I think a DDT might be the deadliest move you could do to somebody in real life. Like a power bomb hurts, but it's hard to get somebody up there. You could do a DDT to anybody. What's a DDT? A DDT is, well, I might have to show you if the explaining doesn't work. It's that thing where you grab the guy's head. So imagine somebody's head is in here. You put the neck in here, and you just grab their head, and you just fall back. That's it. That should kill somebody, right? You know the one. It used to be a finishing move. Now it's just not really used by, Luke does it in Street Fighter 6. Does he? He does a DDT? Show us on John Kong. I can't. I don't want to get him out of here. Off his EXDP? Really? I guess I haven't seen it. Nobody does it. Yoshimitsu does it in Tekken. I know King does it. Yeah, it's a fucked up move. It'll break your neck.
I was telling him about I then proceeded to hook his arm.
Oh my god, he hooked his arms. Okay, this is another part of it. If you want it, you can hook somebody's arms under so they can't catch themselves. That's not you don't need that part, but that's what he used to do. Okay.
I then proceeded to hook his arms and tuck his head under my arm.
Oh my god.
At this point, I knew that wrestling was predetermined, but still thought the moves
that would actually
were real,
kill someone.
And obviously
Holy
had no
shit.
professional training, so I had to fell back and picked his head into the dirt, and he is immediately out cold.
Yeah.
Being a child, I was very concerned that I had just killed my friend and would be in big trouble.
You
so I'm
could
trying
have,
to shake
man.
him awake, and luckily he does right before his mom shows up and he asks me what happened. Not wanting to get in trouble, I tell him he just passed out of nowhere, which he seemed to believe, and he never brought it up again.
Oh my god, he doesn't remember the DDT. He doesn't remember the conversation leading up to it. You are very lucky, and he is very unlucky. That might cause serious problems for him later in life, but good for you. You got out of there. Dude, if you told her mom or him that you did a DDT, you might be in jail now. You gave that kid actually CTE, yeah. Oh my god. You should find a way to work in a DDT into normal conversation 6 months later so he doesn't take another one. Did you know that the DDT is the most dangerous wrestling move? I would never want to take one of those. If anybody asks you if you want it to happen to you, you always say no. Why are you telling me that, chatter? Oh, no reason. I would definitely work it in, because if they take another one of those, they might do something. It might be way worse. What if it triggers the memory? Say they're lying. That's when you gaslight. What? No. You dreamed that, stupid. That didn't happen. You fell down and bonked your head because you had low insulin, dummy. Maybe you should get checked by a doctor. Never admit fault. That's what we learn on the Coney stream. It's never your fault. Or you do it to them again and they'll forget. Oh, yeah? Kick in the gut. You have to keep DDTing your friend because he keeps remembering things that would incriminate you. Oh, that's funny. I remember I had friends that were, I had friends that were kind of into wrestling, and I kind of was too. And when I was a kid, I was really into wrestling because it was Attitude Era, right? 90s, 2000s. I did not know that the sharpshooter would actually hurt like a motherfucker. I thought it would hurt your legs. Turns out it's your back. It's bad. Because when you're a kid, you don't have that much life experience. You haven't felt your back hurt, right? When you're like 10 years old, you've never felt your back feel like that before. But it is so bad. I've never had the crossface on me because I realized that, wrestling moves do hurt. But sharpshooter fucking hurts. But you know what actually hurts like crazy? I've never had it done to me, and I've never done it to anybody. But I've had friends that can testify. The figure 4 is insane. Like, it is the most agonizing thing you can ever be put in, apparently. The figure 4 is awful. Camel clutch is bad. In my day, it was called the Steiner recliner, because that's what Scott Steiner did. But that just looks bad. Camel clutch, like, you could tell it hurts. But when you see the figure 4, they're doing some, like, arcane magic shit where they grab your foot and twist it around. And like, I can't tell what they're doing, right, as a kid. But the camel clutch is like, a guy's sitting on your back and pulling your neck up. That's bad, right? But I love that every wrestling fan has had the experience of learning that submissions hurt like hell. Again, like, if you're a kid, you don't have the life experience. You're like, I know that hurts, but, like, even as a kid, you're like, I know this is fake, too. I bet it doesn't hurt that bad. It do. Crazy. Coney talking about wrestling is like Chatter's talking about anime. Dude, you don't understand. Wrestling was anime back then. Like, in the Brawl times, nobody, like, some people liked anime, but they were weird, but everybody was talking about pro wrestling. That's just how it was. And anime wasn't normal. Now you guys have won the world. You guys have conquered the earth. In second grade, I had some kid give me a 5-star, which is an open palm slap on your back as hard as possible. And when I did it back, dude just broke down crying immediately. Did you guys not have dummy smacks? In middle school and high school, we had dummy smacks. And for some reason, they would just hit the back of your neck really hard. But it was the black kids. It wasn't like, I never had it done to me. Necking? That's what it was called? Okay. It was called necking? Like the chop things, yeah. We called that a neck. Okay, that's the same thing, yeah. We had cheese neck. What the fuck? It was like I didn't know what it was. We did turkey taps in my school. What the fuck is a turkey tap? These all called different things? Turkey tap? What? I know some people did like sack taps, but we didn't have any of that. We had kids there was kids in my school that did bat winging. I told you guys about that, right? That's gross. You guys have bat winging? We did grip checks. I don't know what that is. You don't know what bat winging is? This might have just been one kid at my school. This actually might have just been one kid. I don't know. But he called it bat winging. By the way, this kid was like the salutatorian and like an all-star. He was like lead in a lot of the musicals. He was very popular, one of the most popular kids at school, extremely smart. Went on to, I think, have a drug problem. I don't know. Apparently, a lot of the kids who were like very popular and very like did well in school, like did drugs. I don't know if it's like hard drugs or Adderall or what. I wasn't a part of that scene. But he would do a thing called bat winging, which is you just take your balls out of the hole in your zipper and you just pull it apart and like the stretchy thing, and it looks like a bat's wing. That's what he would do to people. I never did it to me. We weren't close for that, but he would do that to his friends, you know. Oh, bubble gumming. What the fuck is that? Is that what they call it? That is literally from the movie Waiting with Dane Cook. Yeah, that makes sense. That was around that time. I believe that, yeah. We had the brain. The brain. I think another group of kids had that. The brain, right. Yeah. Yeah, I was never into that. Like, just tricking a guy into seeing your asshole. Tricking a guy into seeing your balls. I'm not, you know. I'm too vanilla, I guess. I love and cherish my friends. I don't want to prank them by doing that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm learning new terms today. Yeah, it's a different world, you know. Indecent exposure. Listen, that's how some guys bond, you know. Whatever. I did send people Goatsy and Lemon Party, though, so that's not much better. Actually, come to think of it, I just did that digitally, come to think of it. I didn't do it in real life. But I would trick my friends into watching the horse video. Yeah, I was the horse guy. No, yeah. Never mind. I'm not better than anybody. Never mind. I just didn't do it in real life. I don't want to commit, like, action. You know, I just want to make you watch the horse video, right? That's all. What's a meat spin between friends? That's what I'm saying. Maybe get a Bitly link, right? Trick a friend into watching some meat spin. You know, it's just, that's the way of the world. There's like 50 horse videos. Nope, there's only one. New chatters don't know what it is, and it should stay that way. I had one horse video in my rotation. It's the one. Yeah. It's so funny. Anybody who's like an E or above knows the horse video. Anybody that's an N or below is just, and I've told the story a lot, but let's just say it was not enjoyable for the horse. You did what? Shout out to my boy Cowboy Henderson. That's what I'm saying. All right. You don't know the horse video and you're a 5-year sub? You got to show up more. You've been truant.
Years ago, I used to work at a construction job.
Yeah?
During breaks, also being an artist, I would sketch stuff. And one day when I was about to head to work, I noticed my sketchbook was gone from my bag.
Okay.
Before this next part, you need to know I'm that kind of furry artist.
Boy.
And at the time, I did commissions at the side.
Right. Okay. That kind, huh? All right. Sure. You got it. Is this a repeat story before we go too deep in? I think I remember like an artist, a furry artist on a bus. Am I making that up? Have we heard this before? It kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know. There's a similar one? Okay, let's keep it up. Let's see.
So when the realization struck me where my sketchbook with all the sketches of those could be,
right.
I already wanted to perish on the spot. Yes, in the break room, and my co-workers took a nice long
Very
look
dramatic.
through all the you can imagine what kind of weirdo things in
no.
it, even asking me about it.
Oh, asking... Okay. Yeah. Is asking you about it better or worse? Because then you could... No, I guess it's worse. Part of me feels like you could, like, smooth it out and be like, yeah, man, I don't know. I make a lot of money doing this. I'm just an artist. Whatever these guys are into. Like, you could play it off, right? And then draw them, like, something really cool that they would like. Like a drag race car or something. Be like, look, I'm a really good artist. It's just this pays the bills. You could find a way.
The good part of the
A
story
cool-ass
is...
werewolf? Yeah, dude. What's your favorite animal?
The good part of the story is that they took it with mostly humor and somewhat looks at worst. But the mortified feeling I had that day and the remaining 6 months still haunts me to this day.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to keep it real with you, Chatter. You're that guy to them now. Like, even if they don't talk about it with each other, you have made quite an impression. I would quit that job. I guess if you were there for 6 more months, you're not there anymore. That's good. Especially at a construction job. I just caught that part. Yeah, I don't know how familiar they are with the world of furry porn. Probably vaguely at best. But hey, I don't know who's on the construction sites. Hey, Peter, get a look at this otter broad. She got a big rack.
When I was
Wow, very tasteful tail work.
When I was about 5, me and my dad went to KFC.
Yum.
When the guy taking our order asks what I want.
She don't even need those. She's a mammal, but she don't lactate that way.
When I was about 5, me and my dad went to KFC. When the guy taking our order asks what I want to drink, I look at the buffet thing and ask for gravy. My dad still makes fun of me for this.
That's funny. That's pretty. It comes in a little dish. Shall we? I don't know. That's fine. That's pretty good. I like that. Cuck box? You peed yourself. Good one. Pee story in chat. Yo! Oh my god. Wait, I just realized it's Cuckbox peeing. It's from Genesis. I didn't put it together. He did! Somebody should admit that to Cringe Confessional. I was playing in a tournament and I was about to win, and then I started crying and peed all over the place. What a fun gimmick account. Thanks for the follow, man. So stupid. I saw somebody in chat say, "Hey, Tony, wait, she's a dragon. She don't even got those." I want to get back to the furry porn enjoying construction guys. I think there's still some meat there. If this is a sketch show, I would get like 3 sketches of those guys. I think they're funny. Sorry. I want to see her cloaca. Sorry. There's a lot of stuff there. 2 bits with them and a callback at the end. Yeah, we could do a lot with that. If I was a kid at KFC, I think I'd want to try the gravy. I would think it would be like, I don't know, the fucking, what's the rice cinnamon drink at the burrito place? The horchata. Yeah, it's like horchata, right? Gravy's like the drink you get there. The burrito place. You know what I mean. Right? I'm trying to think of like specialty drinks. Like the cherry limeade at the Firehouse Subs. Ooh, that's my favorite.
It is 2 a.m. and I am just leaving my friend's dorm building.
Sure.
Mind you, I commute to college and I had left my keys in his room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have access to that building without...
I'm just saying, Tony, imagine the texture. Gotta be like ridges in there. No, Greg, it's like a cat. They got little hooks in there. You're not getting out. You're gonna yowl like crazy. It hurts. No, wait, it's the guy. The guy. No, Tony, the guy got the hooks. The lady's the one what does the screaming. You ain't never heard a stray outside the apartment? The caterwauling out there, Tony. I don't know, Greg. I would just come into it with a lover's touch. And I'm still a human in this scenario, so I'll be very gentle. Oh, this is so stupid. This is so good. Something about the construction work. I just love this. This is a great new character. Yup. Yep. I love that. Oh, furry construction workers. Tony, what if I was the cat? What do you mean, Greg? I had heightened reflexes and a and a lower refractory period. We could have 8 in a litter. Oh, now you're gonna raise them, Greg? On your wage? I know what you get paid. The foreman has told me. Okay. Oh my. No, Tony, not Nate getting married. That's not what it's called. We ain't tying the knot. Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is so funny. Like strangely furry, curious construction workers. That's amazing, man. All right, sorry.
Mind you, I commute to college and I
Start
it
back
is 2
over.
a.m. and I am just leaving my friend's dorm building.
All right.
Mind you, I commute to college and I had left my keys in his room.
Okay.
I don't have access to that building without an ID card, so I texted my friend to come down and hand my keys to me.
Mm-hmm.
While I was waiting, 2 girls go up to the door and go to walk in.
Mm-hmm.
I figure, why not walk in with them so I don't have to stay in the cold?
Right, sure.
Instead, the first girl turns around and eyes me up and down, says with a snarky tone, "Who are you?"
Waiting for my friend.
Then slams the door in my face. Then, the girl's friend
What a
says nothing,
bitch!
looks back at me, and then closes the door in my face as well.
Well, I think they're supposed to do that. But, still, it's a fucked up thing to do. You're, like, told not to let anybody in that doesn't have an ID, but does anybody actually do that? I'd be holding doors open. I don't know. I hope I haven't gotten anybody murdered. Maybe I'll find out when I go to heaven. I'll be like, bro, when I held those doors open for that guy, did I get somebody in trouble?
Then, this happened right as my friends came down to hand me my keys, and they saw the whole thing. It has become a running joke that when we open doors, we turn around and say, "Who are you?" and then close them in each other's faces in my friend group.
That's kind of funny. That's good. I mean, are they embarrassed here? I'd be embarrassed if I was them, I guess. It's not really cringe for you, but, like, they were just doing what the university told them to, I guess. How is this cringe? I think it's more embarrassing for them, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, you know, I don't... It's weird to be that way in college, I think. High school is whatever. Kids are supposed to be mean and annoying and stupid. But in college, come on. Maybe they're freshmen. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a girl coming home at 2 a.m., I'm not letting a guy I don't know in. It's a college, though. Like, people are coming and going, right? Especially if you, like, if you're alone, maybe. But, like, if you're... I don't know. I do not purport to know the female experience. That is 9% of my audience. I will let them decide. I was at UVA when the last shooting there happened. I was making a phone call in the hallway of the building that had the shooter's dorm. Jesus. God. Embarrassed because you were mistaken for a creep. What, like the John Mulaney story about, like, the subway where you're, like, walking behind the woman? That's a very funny bit. That's a good special. Old Mulaney is so good. There's a reason he became a Reddit man. Oh, I got so confused with the Aware and Become Clueless. I was like, how does he have two of them? I think it's nice that Mulaney never got turned on the same way that, like, I mean, maybe they will, but, like, Dane Cook got turned on, right? And other people. I wonder if that's going to happen at some point. Did he? I don't think so. I think he got flamed for, like, his personal life stuff. It already did. Mulaney handled it. Yeah, but that wasn't like, you're not funny. That was like, wow, you have very big problems that you need to address. You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, like, personal life struggles. It's just like, he isn't funny and he never was. Right? That's a different thing. He's definitely not as hot as he was. Well, yeah, that'll happen when you have a crippling cocaine addiction.
When I was a kid like...
Is Dane Cook the guy whose brother robbed him of a ton of money? Yep, the very same.
When I was a kid like 10, I got a free laptop for an after-school tutoring thing, and I would use it to watch funny videos on YouTube.
Okay.
But one time I was feeling different and naughty, so I looked up on YouTube girls moving their booty, but then I got scared because I remembered my mom knew how to look at the search history, so I threw the laptop in the abandoned house in the neighborhood, so no one would find out I was trying to watch something naughty, and never recovered it. I'd give it still there. I remember being asked by my mom and dad about it, but I just said I didn't know.
Dude, what? Girls moving their booty. Oh, no! Throw it out the window into an abandoned house? No one will ever find it. Imagine being that person who recovers it. That's the last thing that was searched. What the fuck? This guy's a sicko. Who dropped this off? That's funny. Cursed artifact. It's still on the search screen. You unlock it, it's just right there. Some homeless guy struck gold. Oh, boy. It's like an and one. You get a free laptop and porn. YouTube videos of girls moving their booty. Probably just dance tutorials, right? That's funny. That's good. That's a good story, along with all the other good stories. But I'm all out of stories. Fellas, thanks for tuning in to Cringe Confessional once again. I had a great time. Did you have a great time? I hope you did. If you didn't, you're lying because you made it to the end of the video. And maybe you're just watching in the background while you do dishes or something else. But you should run to your phone right now. Pitter patter, run, and subscribe and like the video. Or else, Thanks for watching, YouTube. Let's say goodbye to Twitch chat. Bye, everybody. Bye, Twitch. That's you. That's you, YouTube. That's you right there. Bye, everybody. I still have the Christmas lights up. I didn't even notice till now. I think my brain just gets them out of here. I'll fix it later. Thanks for watching, YouTube. See you next time. Cringe Confessional, live on twitch.tv/Coney. Maybe go to cringe.coney.gg and submit something yourself, why don't you? You better soon, because we're going to run out. We're going to run out, and you're going to be sad, because this series is going to come to an end. Like all things, time waits for no man. We're all going to turn to dust. This series is one of them. Everything needs to end. You're going to die someday. And so will Cringe Confessional. Submit now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Not me? Yeah, you will. Watch this. Give him the cactus. I wish the cactus worked on that. The cactus doesn't work. I wish it worked. Put that chatter on Hitman. That's it. I'm going to kill you. God, I don't know why the cactus doesn't work on there. I got to fix it later. I'm actually doing the dishes right now. Bless you, chatter. I hope you washed your hands. I do the dishes all the time watching YouTube, bro. That's like my natural YouTube habitat. That or walking my dogs. Tremendous. Okay. Pretty good. That or laundry. I'd be doing the laundry, bro. Who up folding they clothes? Caught. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. Pretty good stream. We went late tonight. Am I out of focus? Maybe a little. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow for Gaming Thursday. Trick Shot Thursday. Oh, baby. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Maybe we'll play a game. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll see what it's like to die on every planet. Doesn't that sound fun? I thought tomorrow was Scrims. It is later. I also have a sponsored stream for a game called Rusty Rabbit, I think, which looks like a Metroidvania. Looks pretty good. I got to do that at some point. I don't know. We'll see what we're doing. We'll figure it out. Scrims? Yeah, we have VTuber Rivals. We're doing Scrims. Oh, wait, no, that's not at night. That's at, like, 7 p.m., I think. Is it 7 p.m.? Let me look at the time. Doki said... 5 p.m. Is that 5 p.m. my time? 5 p.m. I guess it's at 5, so I'm not going to stream it. Nope. Wait a minute. I have my graphic now. Look at this. I didn't send them my VTuber model. So, there we go. Rocket Raccoon Antis. There's my team. That is not a VTuber, man. Super Gomez is not VTubing. He just put on a Luigi hat. He's doing Halloween. What? It's stupid. Whatever. We're raiding Barb. I don't always get the opportunity to raid Barb because sometimes he's on and sometimes he's not. I don't know what the fuck his schedule is, but I love that guy and he's playing Avowed right now. Go watch Barb. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys. How is Avowed? I saw that they're not like, I don't know, not great reviews, but they said it's like Skyrim, but I don't want to play Skyrim. She said not one non-VTuber is allowed. Oh shit, so we got a pro player. Can 9 other people raid me? I don't want to raid under 1,000. That's embarrassing. Guys, just hit the raid button. You get Coney coins. Hit the raid button. Hit the raid button. Hit the raid button. You're going to get coins. Hit the raid button. 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 Don't cancel. I know you guys are canceling. Hit the raid. And everybody's canceling. I'm going to cancel the raid. You don't hit 1K, I'm canceling the raid. I'm going to cancel and nobody gets coins. Go up to 1K right now. Go up to 1K right now. I'll cancel it. If I don't get 1K, I'll cancel it. When is that tournament? March 1st and 2nd. Go up! Go up! 20 more. You guys are going to take away coins from your other chatters. You guys are punishing Barb. You're punishing each other. You're not getting coins for this. Go up! 8 more. 8 more. 3 more. 1 more. 1 more. Thank you. Bye. Goodbye. So long. Goodbye.